Welcome, Ludington Oriole basketball fans, to Hawley Gymnasium and a broadcast from the Oriole Sports Network. Tonight, the Manistee Chippewas are in town. We have a girls JV, girls varsity doubleheader. The Orioles and their longtime arch rivals to the north, the Chippewas of Manistee. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Scoop Hansen with you on the call tonight. The voice of the Orioles. I'm joined by Julia Havman, and Julia is our OSN technical engineer tonight. And also with us tonight, we have Kate Shank, and Kate will be our camera woman. I'll be joined later by Thad Shank. He'll be doing color commentary with me tonight for the varsity girls game. Manistee Chippewas in town, and we want to thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, call Scott at 231-398-7463. That's PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Chippewas of Manistee, coached by Ken Cott. Starting at the guards, number 3, Alana Edmondson, and number 11, Reese Shively. The center, number 45, Ava Mae Fett. The forwards are 35, Madeline Wayward, and 21, Lindsay Gardner. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Dan Mesher, managed by J.C. Cole. Starting at the guards, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. She is a freshman. Number 15, Ashley Stowe, a sophomore. And number 23, Savera Moser, and she is a freshman. The forwards are number 12, Jalen Laird, a freshman, and number 13, Madeline Lynn, also a freshman. Thursday night basketball here from Hawley Gymnasium, a girls JV, girls varsity doubleheader. The Manistee Chippewas are in town. Ludington's starting lineup being announced right now. Ludington will be in their white jerseys tonight. Orange numerals and lettering, trimmed in black. Manistee in their blue jerseys. They have gold lettering and numerals trimmed in white. Getting set for the tip-off here. Get a big thank you for all of our sponsors. In fact, tonight's games are being brought to you by House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Body, Lundquist Furniture, Crown & Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, Urca Auto Center, and Dr. Mark Yuck at Ludington Chiropractic. The Orioles win the tip, and they have the basketball. And we're going to have a double dribble violation called, and Manistee will get the ball just 7 seconds into this ball game. With the basketball for Manistee, number 21, Lindsay Gardner. She'll give it up now to Reese Shively. Shively guarded there by Stowe. They'll work it over now, and Alana Edmondson with it. Into the corner, shot on the way, off the mark there, three-pointer. Rebound, Manistee. Second chance, no good, and then a rebound to the Orioles. And getting that rebound for Ludington was number 13, Madeline Lynn. Ashley Stowe with the ball now to Lynn. They'll go inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound, put back, good. Orioles on the board first. Jalen Laird gets the basket. Ludington up 2-0. Nice pass there, getting that ball inside by Madeline Lynn. Here's a steal by the Orioles. Shot put up by Moser, no good. And with the basketball now for Manistee is number 21, Lindsay Gardner. Gardner will get it back out to Reese Shively. Gardner with it once again. Here's a three-point attempt up, no good by Alana Edmondson. Kept alive, however, by Ava Mae Fett. Shot put up, no good. Ball fought for, and now it ends up in the hands of the Orioles. And with the three-point shot up and no good there, that was put up by Madeline Kenyon. She ended up with the steal, takes the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. The Orioles up 2-0. Having a little bit of problem with the clock right there, at least at the west end. The east end is correct. So there's 6:09 to go in this opening quarter. Three-point attempt by Manistee, no good. Rebound to the Orioles. There's a steal and the basket. Getting the basket for Manistee, number 21, Lindsey Gardner. She is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line and try to complete the three-point play. 2 minutes into the game, Ludington and Manistee knotted up at 2 apiece. Gardner at the free throw line. And the shot is up and good. Lindsey Gardner completes the three-point play. Manistee 3, Ludington 2, 5:56 to go in the opening quarter. Kenyon with the ball for the Orioles. She wears number 11 on the dribble. Now she'll give it to Laird. Laird's pass deflected, and there's a steal by Manistee's number 21, Lindsey Gardner. Gardner will dish it now to her teammate. The shot is up and no good. Deflected, and Manistee ends up with it. Chippewas swinging the ball around. They'll get it into the paint, and there's a deflection, but it still ends up with Manistee. Shot up no good there by Madeline Wayward, and Laird has it for the Orioles. She'll outlet it now to Stowe, ahead to Kenyon. Madeline Kenyon on the crossover. She goes baseline. Her pass is picked off, however, by Lindsey Gardner. Gardner seems to be all over the court for the Manistee Chippewas. Her team leads 3-2. 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Three-point attempt up and good. Hitting the shot, Reese Shively. She kissed it off the glass right there. Manistee up 6-2. Madeline Kenyon with the ball for the Orioles. Kenyon still with the basketball. Now she'll give it to Laird, to Lynn, to Stowe. Ashley Stowe with the ball at the free throw line. She'll kick it back there to Laird. They'll work it inside to Lynn, and Lynn's going to draw the foul. Good passing there by the Orioles. Madeline Lynn at the free throw line. Foul called on the Chippewas, number 35, Madeline Wayward. Right in the middle of a big week of broadcasting. The other night we were here for Ludington, Reed City and boys JV and varsity basketball. Tonight the Chippewas are in town, girls basketball, and then tomorrow the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM will be at Whitehall, a key boys Lakes, it is a Lakes Division, West Michigan Conference basketball game tomorrow at Whitehall, the Vikings and the Orioles. Lynn misses both free throws, and now Manistee with the ball. The Chippewas just tossed the ball out of bounds, and Ludington will get the ball back with 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. Orioles trail 6-2. Ashley Stowe with the basketball. Stowe will give it up now to Lynn. Now to Kenyon. Kenyon, 16-footer up, no good. Rebound to Lynn. Madeline Lynn fighting for it. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Chippewas. 4:02 to go, opening quarter. Manistee will get the ball in to Reese Shively. Shively now over to Gardner, back to Shively. To Gardner. Now over to Wayward. There's a three-pointer up and no good, but a foul there. And going to the line for Manistee will be number 11, Reese Shively, and she will shoot 3 free throws. 3:50 to go, opening quarter. Manistee 6, Ludington 2. First free throw is up and no good. Second attempt on the way, good. Checking into the Oriole lineup. Number 30, Reese Willis. She is a sophomore. Third free throw is up and no good. Ball is going to be retrieved by Manistee. Pass is Intercepted, however, by Laird. Good hustle by the Chippewas, Madeline Wayward. Kenyon has it for the Orioles now to Laird. Laird will work it inside. Reese Willis, her shot no good. And Manistee with the basketball. Good aggressiveness there by Reese Willis, but her shot had too much on it. And Manistee now with the basketball. The Chippewas lead 7-2. There's a baseline jumper put up and in. Score that for number 35, Madeline Wayward. Chippewas up 9-2. Kenyon with it. Kenyon to Willis. I'm sorry, that was actually the Orioles' Josephine Ewing. She wears number 33. She's into the lineup right now. Manistee with the basketball. They're up 9-2, 2:48 to go in the opening quarter. Chippewas working the basketball around very diligently. Alana Edmondson with it. She wears number 3. Wayward, she'll go baseline, and now she's going to be fouled. 2:30 to go, opening quarter. Manistee 9, Ludington 2. Foul called on the Orioles, number 15, Ashley Stowe. First free throw is up, no good. Into the lineup for Manistee, number 23, Gabby Centers. Into the Oriole lineup, returning number 13, Madeline Lynn. And also number 3 for the Orioles, Isabel Ramirez. She is a sophomore. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to the Orioles, Reese Willis. Now with the ball, Madeline Kenyon, number 11. Timeout, Ludington, 2:19 to go. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here, folks, and we want to tell you a bit about Benedict's Auto Center. They provide the best in auto body repairing and painting, and they have since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. However, if you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if your vehicle suffers major collision damage, or any type of damage for that matter, give Benny a call at 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. And also Crown and Cork Restaurant, our team at Crown and Cork would like to wish you and yours a happy holiday season. We are closed for the year, opening to serve you again in April. We appreciate the support you have shown us these past 2 years and look forward to having you dine with us again soon. Good luck, O's. 2:19 to go in the opening quarter. Ludington trails 9-2. I don't know, they're having some I noticed this the other night, some difficulties with the scoreboard. And it's actually 9-2 right now. The scoreboard is saying 2-2. They're going to get it. Now they go, they're 4. They'll get it up 6, 7. All right, so we do have 2:19 left. We had an old term in the Navy called preventative maintenance. And I don't know, these scoreboards are fairly new, but I'm not sure how much PMS, preventative maintenance, has been done on them. And that always keeps things running much, much smoother when you perform that preventative maintenance. All right, Ludington with the basketball. Nice. Shot is up and good. Beautifully executed there. Coach Dan Mesher called that timeout and getting the basket for Ludington, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. Orioles executed it beautifully. They trail 9-4, 2:04 to go in the opening quarter. Here's a three-pointer up, no good. Long rebound to Jalen Laird. She'll outlet the ball now to Madeline Kenyon. 1:50 to go in the opening quarter. The Orioles trail by 5, 9-4. Kenyon will give it to Lynn. And now a steal there by the Chippewas' Lindsey Gardner. Gardner's shot is up and good. Lindsey Gardner with the steal and the basket. Manistee 11, Ludington 4. Madeline Kenyon on the dribble. She'll go baseline. Her pass is picked off, and there she is again, Lindsey Gardner. She seems to be all over the court in this first quarter. Her Chippewas on top, 11-4. With the ball now, Madeline Wayward. Wayward will give it to Alana Edmondson. Now to Lindsey Gardner. Chippewas working that basketball around. They'll swing it now into the corner. Edmondson, her pass deflected. However, it ends up in the hands of Gabby Centers. Now to Madeline Wayward. Wayward will give it to Edmondson. Edmondson now to Centers. There's a three-pointer from the far baseline, up no good. Ball kept alive, and let's see, we got a jump ball, possession arrow to the Orioles. 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Manistee 11, Ludington 4. Back into the Chippewa lineup, number 45, Ava Mae Fett. And coming back into the Oriole lineup will be number 30, Reese Willis, as well as number 23, and that's Severa Moser. Stowe with the ball for Ludington. Ashley Stowe. Now to Reese Willis. Back to Stowe. 22 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Orioles trail 11-4. Ashley Stowe on the dribble. Still with it now. She'll give it up to Lynn, Madeline Lynn. Now to Sydney Shimanek, who's checked into the ball game. Sydney is a sophomore. She wears jersey number 10. There's a steal by the Chippewas. 2 seconds. Shot at the buzzer. No good. Your score at the end of one from Hawley Gym. Girls JV basketball, the Manistee Chippewas 11, the Ludington Orioles 4. Back in 60 seconds here on the Orioles Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Julia Havman, and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network, bringing you this game between the Chippewas and the Orioles. Manistee out to an 11-4 lead as we begin play here in the second quarter. Chippewa basketball. They'll swing it around. Here's a three-point attempt. That's going to be short right there. That shot was taken by Edmondson, and with it for the Orioles, Madeline Lynn. And she will give it now to Ashley Stowe. Stowe, nice pass. Shot no good there by Laird, but she's hacked. And she'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. We'd like to thank Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. First free throw is up and in by the Orioles, Jalen Laird. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, however, to Severa Moser. Moser will give it now to Kenyon. Kenyon on the dribble drive. Now Moser, three-pointer, no good. And coming up with the ball for the Chippewas, number 21, Lindsey Gardner. Gardner ahead now to Edmondson. Edmondson, centers, back to Edmondson. There's a steal. With the steal, Kenyon for the Orioles. Her shot, good! Madeline Kenyon with the steal and the basket. Ludington has cut into the Chippewa lead. The Orioles trail now 11-7. We have a jump ball, possession arrow to the Orioles. Back into the Chippewa lineup, number 35, Madeline Wayward. Ball triggered in there by Laird to Stowe. Now to Kenyon. She'll fake the three. Back to Stowe. Laird. Moser. Moser now. Back to Stowe. Three-point attempt. Kenyon up and no good. Ball deflected. It ends up in the hands of Manistee's Madeline Wayward. Lindsay Gardner will bring it up now. And now we have a, let's see what we're going to have here. We're going to have a foul called on the Chippewas, and I believe it's going to be called on Lindsay Gardner. 6:17 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail 11-7. Ashley Stowe with the basketball. Kenyon now. Ashley Stowe once again with the basketball. She'll get it down low to Laird. Back out. Stowe, her shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Lindsay Gardner. Gardner will get it inside, and now we're going to have a foul called. Foul is going to be on the Orioles, number 13, Madeline Lynn. 5:45 to go in the opening half. Manistee 11, Ludington 7. First shot is up and no good there by the Chippewas' Ava Mae Fett. Back into the Chippewa lineup, number 15. And we do not have a 15 on our roster. Okay. Second shot is up and no good. Rebound to Laird. Back to the back in for the Orioles, number 33, and that is Josephine Ewing. There's a shot by Stowe. That's short. Ball fought for, and now we're going to have a jump ball and possession arrow to Manistee. .5:20 to go in the opening half. Orioles trail the Chippewas 11-7. There's a baseline jumper right there by the Chippewas. Madeline Wayward, no good. Manistee does end up with the basketball. Now we're going to have a traveling violation called on the Chippewas. I'd like to send a shout out to Coach Karen Mazer and her Ludington competitive cheer team. Did very well last night. They were runner-up to the Hart Pirates competitive cheer team. But a good, I believe, was their first showing of the season. So congratulations to the Ludington Oriole competitive cheer team. Ludington with the basketball here. Here's a three-point attempt. No good. That was put up by Madeline Kenyon. And here comes Manistee now. Orioles were down 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. They held the Chippewas scoreless through almost half of the second quarter. And now Ludington has the ball as they force a Chippewa turnover. Kenyon. Stowe. Now to Lynn. Stowe has it now. Trying to get that ball there to Ewing. It's deflected, but there's Kenyon. Her shot no good. And rebounded by Manistee's number 45, Ava Mae Fett. 3:52 to go in the second quarter, and there's a pass out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. Returning to the Oriole lineup, number 30, Reese Willis, and number 3, Isabel Ramirez. Madeline Kenyon now to Jalen Laird. Back to Kenyon, her three-pointer near baseline, no good. And with it for, well, ball stolen right there. Last touched by the Chippewas. It'll be Oriole basketball. Some great defense here by Madeline Kenyon. Back into the Chippewa lineup, number 23, Gabby Centers. 3:31 left in the opening half. Orioles trail 11-7. Tried to get that ball in there, and it was deflected, and here comes Manistee. Shot up, no good. That shot was put up by the Chippewas' Gabby Centers. There's a jump ball right there. Possession arrow to Ludington. Ashley Stowe will return to the Oriole lineup. So you've got Stowe out there now with Laird, Ramirez. You also have Reese Willis and Josephine Ewing. Ramirez with it. Nice pass inside, and Orioles will get the bucket. Beautiful pass from Ashley Stowe there. And getting the basket, number 12, Jalen Laird. Ludington now trails by just 2, 11-9, 2:56 to go in the opening half. Varsity game tonight, our player in the spotlight will be Carly Mesher, and her interview will play at the half during the varsity game. 2:45 to go, opening half. Orioles trail the Chippewas 11-9. We've got a timeout on the floor, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here once again, and we are going to tell you about some more of our awesome sponsors, beginning with Ludington Chiropractic. Folks, if you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor, by all means, go see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. He will relieve that pain. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. And also a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. All right, Oriole basketball, 2:34 to go in the opening half. Madeline Lynn with the ball. Now to Stowe. Stowe's shot is blocked, but also there's a bit of a body on that, too. A foul is called. So Ashley Stowe will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Orioles have shut out the Chippewas in the second quarter. Stowe's first free throw is no good. Into the Oriole lineup, number 11, Madeline Kenyon, who got a brief breather right there, and also checking back into the Oriole lineup, number 23, Severa Moser. Second attempt, good. Stowe gets 1 of 2 free throws. Ludington now trails by a single point, 11-10. Manistee on the attack. There's a three-pointer up and no good. Rebound, strong rebound to Reese Willis right there, and she'll outlet the ball now to Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon on the dribble drive. She'll give it up now to Ashley Stowe. I see Ashley's sister in attendance tonight. It's good to see Haley Stowe. She's sitting in the bleachers right now with her pops, Todd Stowe. Haley, quite an athlete here at Ludington during her high school days. And now she's at Cornerstone University. All right, there's a steal by the Chippewas. 1:43 to go in the opening half. Manistee 11, Ludington 10. Chippewas work the ball in there, and with it now is 45. That's Ava Mae Fett. She'll give it now to Reese Shively. There's a shot put up, no good. Shot was put up there. And here comes Ludington with 1:21 to go in the second quarter with the ball for the Orioles, Madeline Kenyon. She'll give it up now to Ashley Stowe. Back to Kenyon. She'll take the three. No good. Good rebound for Willis. Her shot no good. And coming away with it is the Manistee Chippewas. 1:03 to go. Now there's a travel call there on Manistee. 1:03 left in the opening half. Manistee 11, Ludington 10. Back into the Oriole lineup, number 12, Jaylyn Laird. Ashley Stowe with it. Stowe, and now a timeout, Ludington. 30-second timeout with 54 seconds to go here in the opening half. Manistee 11, Ludington 10. And we want to talk a bit about some more of our sponsors. And we'll start off with Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Looking at action around the area tonight, boys JV varsity basketball, Mesick at Mason County Eastern, Bear Lake at Pentwater. Also, varsity basketball tonight, Marion at Manistee Catholic. That tips off at 7:30. Of course, girls JV varsity basketball, Hart at Mason County Central. That should be a really good matchup. And the game here, Manistee taking on our Ludington Orioles. Ludington basketball right now, 51 seconds to go in the opening half. They trail 11-10. They'll get the ball into Stowe. Ashley Stowe now back to Kenyon. Madeline Kenyon receiving instructions from Coach Dan Mesher. Ashley Stowe has it now. Kenyon near baseline. Nice move. She'll kick it back. There's a shot on the way. Moser, no good. 33 seconds to go in the second quarter. Manistee on the attack. They'll work it inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound deflected, out of bounds. Last touched by the Orioles. Manistee 11, Ludington 10. Three-point attempt is up and no good. Rebound to Ashley Stowe. 18 seconds remain in the half. The Orioles trail by a point. Stowe with it down to 12 seconds. Kenyon now. Lynn to Laird in the paint. Now ball batted away right there. And here comes Manistee. 2 seconds to go. And now we're going to have a collision. And there's the buzzer. And their score at the half from Hawley Gymnasium. The Manistee Chippewas 11, the Ludington Orioles 10. Back in 3 minutes here on the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing.
Yeah, go.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, along with Julia Habman, our OSN technical engineer tonight. Braden couldn't make it tonight. He'll be back with us tomorrow at Whitehall. Now, we'll be missing Julia tomorrow as she gets ready for the National Business Professionals of America Regionals tomorrow. And, of course, she is the defending national champion. Did I get that right, Julia? That's impressive. You should not be so modest about that. That is quite an honor, and it just shows you the awesome caliber of people we have here on the Oriole Sports Network. Not only Julia, but also Braden Kronline, and then folks like Kate Shank and others who we have doing color commentary. And I know tomorrow Tyson Pettinato is going to sit in with us, and he's going to do the OSN camera work at Whitehall. So OSN, a lot of fun, no doubt, the Oriole Sports Network. We're at the half here, girls JV basketball, Hawley Gymnasium, Manistee 11, Ludington 10. The Orioles did outscore the Chippewas 6-0 in that second quarter after being outscored 11-4 in the opening quarter. Scoring for the Chippewas, 4 points for Reese Shively, 5 for Lindsey Gardner, and 2 for Madeline Wayward. For the Orioles, 4 for Madeline Kenyon, 5 for Jalen Laird, and 1 for Ashley Stowe. Again, I was mentioning, folks, our next broadcast, telecast, whatever you would like to call it, will be tomorrow. That will be tonight after the girls' varsity game here at Ludington. Tomorrow, January 6th at Whitehall, boys JV and varsity basketball. OSN will be on around 5:28 with the boys JV game. OSN will live stream that, and then OSN and 102.7 WMOM will give you the boys varsity game. That should be starting, the pregame for that should start around 6:45 or so. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. Whitehall tomorrow. Huge West Michigan Conference game. Lakes Division between the Whitehall Vikings and the Ludington Orioles. Other games of interest, I gave you games that are happening tonight. Tomorrow in boys freshman JV varsity basketball, Hart at North Muskegon, and, of course, the aforementioned Ludington at Whitehall. The boys freshman game will start at 4 p.m. We will not be covering that. We will be on with you at 5:30 with the boys JV game, and then, of course, with the varsity game thereafter. Boys JV varsity basketball tomorrow, Ravenna at Mason County Central. Also, girls JV varsity basketball tomorrow, Pentwater at Mason County Eastern, Walkerville at Manistee Catholic Central. And hockey tomorrow, Davison at Lakeshore, the Lakeshore Badgers. Scheduled for Saturday, January 7th, bowling, Mason County Central at Mason County Eastern, 10 a.m., Ludington at the Jennison Invite at 8 p.m. Competitive cheer, Mason County Central at Comstock Park Invite. Ludington at West Ottawa Cheer Invitational. So we wish the best for Coach Karen Mazer and her Ludington competitive cheer team on Saturday. Hockey on Saturday, Petoskey at Lakeshore, and that scheduled to opening face-off for that 3 p.m. I wonder if Petoskey's head coach is still Craig Cox, former NHL tough guy. In fact, Bob Probert had his first NHL fight against Craig Cox. Cox was the Petoskey head coach. I think he still is. Boys swimming on Saturday, Ludington and Manistee at the Spring Lake Invite, which begins at 9 a.m. Wrestling on Saturday, Ludington at Fruitport. That starts at 9 a.m. Mason County Central at Ravenna. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes here on the OSN. When we return, more of the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm gonna go with the old cliche word, and I'm gonna say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's gonna happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm gonna handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. Welcome back to Hall A Gym. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. That's Safe Harbor Credit Union. Ludington trails Manistee 11-10 here at the half. JV girls basketball action. And we'd also like to thank McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Great article in today's Ludington Daily News by the managing editor of the LDN, David Bosick. It's called Scoring is Up, but by how much? It's on the front page of the sports. Check that out today on page A6. A6. A is in apple and 6. David Bosick's article in today's Ludington Daily News sports section. All right, Manistee has the basketball to begin play here in the second half. There's a steal, great hustle there by Jalen Laird, and here come the Orioles. Ludington with the ball. Madeline Kenyon has it. Kenyon will give it up now to Severa Moser. Moser still with it. Now to Laird, works it inside. Oh, beautiful pass there from Jalen Laird to Madeline Lynn, who gets the basket. Madeline Lynn's first points of the game. The Orioles have their first lead, 12-11. 7:14 to go in this third quarter. Shot up and no good there by the Chippewas, number 35, Madeline Wayward. And coming away with it for the Orioles was Jalen Laird. Ball batted out of bounds right there, and it will remain with the Orioles. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. Ludington 12, Manistee 11. Ashley Stowe with the basketball. She'll wheel it around now to Kenyon. Her shot up, no good. Three-point attempt. Rebound, however, to Madeline Lynn. Lynn still with it now, and she'll give it up to Moser. Now to Stowe. Ashley Stowe with it. Bounce pass right there to Jalen Laird. She couldn't control it, but it went out of bounds there, and it was last touched by Manistee's number 3, Elena Edmondson. Kenyon will inbound the ball. Tried to get it in there to Moser. A little bit too much on that inbound pass right there. And coming away with it for the Chippewas was Ava Mae Fett. Now they'll work it down inside there. Boy, that was an absolute seed tossed in there. Getting the basket, Ava Mae Fett. Nice assist there to Alana Edmondson. That was actually a frozen rope she tossed in there. Manistee on top, 13-12. Laird with it now to Moser. Now to Ashley Stowe. Kenyon has it. Kenyon back to Stowe. Laird has it. Laird's shot is up, no good. Rebound, Laird. And now we're going to have let's see what happened here. A little bit of a collision right there between Laird and Manistee's Lindsey Gardner. It's going to be Ludington basketball. Both girls look like they're okay. It's a jump ball, possession arrow to Ludington. Moser, basket up and in. Jalen Laird give the assist there to Severa Moser. The Orioles lead 14-13. Here come the Chippewas. There's a nice block by Jalen Laird right there. And the ball ended up in the hands of Madeline Lynn. She got it back to Laird, and Jalen just couldn't stop. She drug her foot a little bit right there and is called for the travel. Orioles up 14-13. 5:41 to go, third quarter. Inside, shot up, and no good. That shot was put up by Fett. Good rebound there by Lynn. And here comes Ludington. Kenyon with it, now to Stowe. Stowe will get it to Laird. Jalen Laird on the dribble drive. Ball batted out of bounds. Last touched by the Chippewas. Ludington trailed 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Chippewas 6-0 in the second quarter. Then they trailed 11-10 at the half. They are now up 14-13. There's a shot up, no good there by Kenyon. And with it for the Chippewas, number 35, Madeline Wayward. Wayward will give it to Reese Shively. Belay by last, that was Lindsey Gardner. Now to Edmondson. Good pass inside there. Deflected, and here comes Severa Moser with it for the Orioles. She's got 4 Chippewas following her, and she's going to be called for the travel. 4:56 to go, third quarter. Ludington 14, Manistee 13. With the ball, the Chippewas get it across half court. Edmondson now. And there's a shot up, no good there. That was put up by Manistee's 35, Madeline Wayward. Into the Oriole lineup, number 33, Josephine Ewing. Manistee basketball, 4:38 to go. There's about a 17-footer up, no good. That was put up by the Chippewas, Reese Shively. And here comes the Orioles' Madeline Kenyon in a hurry. She'll dish it back to Laird. Her shot up and no good. Rebound to Manistee's Lindsey Gardner. 4:18 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 14-13. We'll be back with you tomorrow night from Whitehall. There's a steal. Jalen Laird with the steal. Ball batted away right there, and the Orioles end up with it. Ashley Stowe. Stowe now, nice pass there to Ewing, and now Ewing is fouled, and she'll shoot 2. .355 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 14-13. Again, we'll be back with you tomorrow at Whitehall. Boys JV and varsity basketball. First free throw is up and no good there by Josephine Ewing. Reese Willis will return to the Oriole lineup, replacing Madeline Lynn. Second free throw, good. Ewing gets 1 of 2 free throws, and Ludington is up 15-13. Big free throw right there as we're almost through 3 quarters of play right here, and points are a premium. They're at a premium right now. They're precious. Orioles have a 2-point lead. We have a jump ball. Possession arrow to Ludington. We have a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside. Ludington up 15-13. You are watching the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Ludington 15, Manistee 13. And we just found out that the LHSO Funk is going to be here tonight. Our pep band will be here, so it's going to get loud in here at Hawley Gym tonight. Glad you could be with us here tonight, Julia, as our technical engineer, because if you weren't here, you know, we would, Braden not here, it would be awfully tough on Thad and I, you know, us two old-timers. Send a shout-out to Sue Smith, also Rochelle and Ella Higgins watching from Carlisle, Arkansas, two very, very loyal Ludington fans. And Mike Lansky, good buddy of mine who I met on the SS Badger, see him on there a few times this season. And he is tuned in tonight. He says, go Chips. You know, he likes Ludington. He always pulls for Ludington except for when they play Manistee. He's also, he lives in Minnesota, but he's not a Vikings fan. He's a Packers fan. So he's all pumped up for Sunday's game at Lambeau between the Lions and Packers. Go Lions. All right, 3:11 to go in the opening, or I'm sorry, not in the opening, in the third quarter. Ludington leads 15-13. The Orioles trailed 11-10 at the half. Manistee on the attack with the basketball. Madeline Wayward. Wayward's pass is deflected there. Ludington ends up with it. Willis had it. She gave it to Stowe. Then over to Kenyon. Now back to Stowe. The clock shows 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. Ludington with the basketball. Ashley Stowe has it. She'll give it now to Reese Willis. They'll swing it over to Jalen Laird. Laird down the lane. Nice move. Oh, too hard on the shot, though. Jalen did everything right on that, but her shot was too much. And now we have a timeout. Ludington. It's still Ludington basketball. 2:25 to go. Ludington up 15-13. We'll step aside once again. You are watching the Oriole Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables. Anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Ludington 15, Manistee 13. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business, foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Ludington basketball. The ball will be triggered in by Jalen Laird. She'll get it in to Isabel Ramirez, who's checked into the game. Ramirez wears number 3. Her pass is deflected, and then it was heading out of bounds. It was Madeline Lynn who tried to save that ball right there, not able to save it, deflected it. It's going to be Manistee basketball. Edmondson with it for the Chippewas. Now over to Gabby Centers. Centers pass is deflected there by Laird, but it still ends up in the hands of Lindsey Gardner. There's a shot up, and good! An absolute rainbow right there. Put up by Reese Shively, and it's a three-pointer. And Manistee takes the lead 16-15. Reese Willis with it. That shot there by Shively, I think it's going to bring rain here to Hawley Gym. That's how high up into the clouds it went. But it came down in like a teardrop right there and just nestled through the twines. Manistee has a 16-15 lead with 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Kenyon with it, and she'll try to get that ball there to Madeline Lynn. Last touch there by Manistee, out of bounds. Checking into the Oriole lineup, number 15, Ashley Stowe, and also number 23, Severa Moser. Moser will get the ball in to Lynn. Now to Ashley Stowe. They'll swing it over to Isabel Ramirez. Ramirez now. Reese Willis. Willis with it, and her pass finds the hands there of Ashley Stowe. Now Stowe will give it to Moser. Moser looking to get it to a teammate. Her pass picked off right there, and Manistee's Lindsey Gardner has it. Gardner still with it now to centers. Over to Shively, now back out to Gardner. Edmondson's pass is deflected, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow to Manistee with 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Returning to the Oriole lineup, number 12, Jalen Laird. Also coming in, number 10, Sydney Shimanek. And checking in for the Orioles as well, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. 41 seconds to go. There's a deflection there. Reese Willis, good job there deflecting. I'm sorry, that was not Reese Willis. That was Savera Moser deflected that ball right there. Ludington basketball, 38.7 seconds to go. Foul called on Elena Edmondson. Ludington will get the ball into that's Olivia's sister, Madeline Lynn. Lynn now to Laird. Shimanek with it now. Sydney Shimanek. Jalen Laird, 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jalen Laird, and she is going to draw the foul. Foul called on Ava Mae Fett. Ludington trails Manistee 16-15. Laird with it. Her pass is picked off by Edmondson. Edmondson, good hustle there by Jalen Laird, who gets back to block the ball or block the shot right there. Ball will remain with the Chippewas. 13.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. They'll inbound it. They lead 16-15. Now there's a steal, and Ashley Stowe with it for the Orioles. She'll get it ahead. Shot is up, and it's good! And the foul. Madeline Kenyon gets the basket. Nice pass there from Ashley Stowe. Foul called on the Chippewas. Gabby Centers at the line for the Orioles. Number 11, Madeline Kenyon, attempting to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up and good. That'll give the Orioles an 18-16 lead. And there's the buzzer and your score at the end of 3 from Hawley Gym. The Ludington Orioles 18, the Manistee Chippewas 16. Back in 60 seconds here on the Orioles Sports Network. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass. The local source for all of your projects with over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Ludington 18, Manistee 16. 8 minutes to go in this JV girls basketball game from venerable Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call, joined tonight by Julia Havman, our OSN technical engineer. She'll become our OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer for the varsity game tonight. Also with us, Kate Shank. Good job by the Orioles getting that ball inside. Kenyon on the assist and getting the basket. Number 12, Jalen Laird. Ludington up 20-16, the Orioles' biggest lead of the game. Kate Shank is our OSN camera woman tonight, and Oriole boys basketball coach, OSN executive director Thad Shank will be joining us doing the color commentary for the girls' varsity game tonight. Ludington up 20-16, 7:28 to go in the game. Ashley Stowe on the dribble drive. She'll pick up the dribble now, give it to Kenyon. Kenyon at the free throw line. And her pass picked off right there by Lindsey Gardner. Now the ball deflected like a hot potato out there. And coming away with it is Savera Moser for Ludington. She'll give it back to Kenyon now. There's a shot. It's up, and it's no good there by the Orioles' number 11, and that was Madeline Kenyon. 7:01 to go in this ball game. Ludington 20, Manistee 16. Manistee with the basketball. Edmondson has it to Shively. Shively, nice pass, inside shot, no good. Rebound up and no good. And now we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on Manistee. It's called on number 45, Ava Mae Fett. 5th team foul on the Chippewas. Ludington leads 20-16. Stowe will get it to Lynn. Things are getting a bit chippy out there between the two teams, as they often do in this rivalry. There's a shot put up no good there by Ashley Stowe. And here comes Manistee on the attack. Edmondson with the ball. She gave it up to Gardner, now back to Edmondson, and now we have a fight for the basketball. Ludington has it. Now Manistee has it. Fett with it. And now we're going to have a tie-up. And again, things continue to be chippy with 6:10 to go in this game. That was a jump ball. Possession arrow to Ludington. Laird will get the ball in to Moser. Now the ball taken away, and with it for Manistee, Lindsey Gardner. Gardner on the drive. She'll get it back now to Edmondson. Edmondson, three-point attempt is up and no good. However, it ends up in the hands of the Chippewas. There's about a 17-footer up and in, and scoring that, number 35, Madeline Wayward. Ludington up by 2, 20-18, 5:40 to go in the game. Orioles tried to get that ball in to Jalen Laird. It's deflected right there. Now Manistee has it. Edmondson with it. Guarded there by Moser. Ball deflected. Fought for. And now with it, the Orioles. And we're going to have a foul called on Manistee. And much to the chagrin of the Manistee fans below us right here, they are really letting the officials know it. In fact, Coach Ken Cott was trying to get one of the officials' attention right there, pointing at the scoreboard, as right now it says that was the sixth team foul on Manistee. All right, now with the ball for Ludington, Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon on the baseline drive, and now ball will be turned over to the Chippewas. She was trying to drive the baseline right there, met a Manistee ball player, and she went backwards, and that took her out of bounds. All right, we're down to 5 minutes left in the game. 2-point Oriole lead, 20-18. Edmondson will give it up now to Gardner. Ball deflected right there. Last touch by the Orioles. Into the Chippewa lineup, number 23, Gabby Centers. Ludington 20, Manistee 18. Manistee has possession. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound deflected, and coming away with it for the Orioles is Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon, now there's a steal by Manistee. Edmondson wide open underneath. Shot is up and in. And scoring the basket for the Chippewas, number 23, Gabby Centers. And we have a tie game. Ludington 20, Manistee 20. And now I believe that's Madeline Kenyon who's down. I'm looking for our athletic trainer. No, Miss Jen is there, but she is not. Okay, well, Madeline Kenyon will make her way to the bench right now. I'm sure Miss Jen will take a look at her. No, actually, she's going to stay out on the court. Okay. 4:26 to go in the game. Ludington 20, Manistee 20, girls JV basketball. Madeline Kenyon at the free throw line for Ludington. The Orioles are in the bonus. Kenyon's first attempt, or this is one in the bonus. Hopefully it is the bonus. It's up, it's no good. Manistee with the basketball. Coming away with it for the Chippewas was Gabby Centers. And there's a shot up and good. Scoring the bucket, number 21, Lindsey Gardner. Manistee 22, Ludington 20. Now the Orioles turn the ball back over once again. .408 to go in the game. Chippewas 22, Orioles 20. Three-point attempt is up and no good. And there's Kenyon with it for the Orioles. Kenyon, her shot up, and it's, no good. Just rolled off the rim right there. And now we're going to have a foul called on Ludington. And it'll be called on the Orioles, number 15, Ashley Stowe. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Manistee 22, Ludington 20. Taking a look, folks, at the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division standings for the girls basketball. Right now, Ludington on top of the league at 4-0 in the conference. The Orioles 6-3 overall. Then you have Manistee at 2-1 in league play, 5-3 overall. Montague 2-1 in league play, 3-3 overall. Then Muskegon Oak Ridge 2-2 in league play, 4-2 overall. Whitehall 1-2 in league play, 3-3 overall. Fremont 0-2 league play, 2-6 overall. And then Muskegon Orchard View 0-3 in league competition, 0-7 overall. West Michigan Conference Girls Rivers Division, Mason County Central out front, 3-0 in league play, 6-0 overall. Then Hart 3-0 in the league play. Big game tonight. Mason County Central and Hart, one of those teams will suffer their first conference loss. Hart is 4-2 overall, and then Shelby at 3-1 in league play, 4-4, followed by Holton, Ravenna, North Muskegon, and Hesperia. And that's girls basketball in the West Michigan Conference. Lakes Division and Rivers Division. Manistee with the basketball. They lead 22-20, 3:33 to go in the game. JV basketball here at Hawley Gym tonight. Manistee coming out of that timeout there. There's a shot up and off the mark right there. Long rebound, however, to the Chippewas, Alana Edmondson. Chips will work it around. Gardner with it. Edmondson now. Shots up and no good. That was put up by Shively. However, Manistee ends up with it once again. Foul called on Manistee's number 35, Madeline Wayward. And going to the line and shooting one in the bonus for the Orioles will be number 11, Madeline Kenyon. .304 remaining in the game. Kenyon, first shot is up and no good. Manistee once again with the basketball. Ball deflected there out of bounds by Ashley Stowe. Triggering the ball in will be Lindsey Gardner. Gardner and Shively played a little pitch and catch. There's a pass. A little bit too close right there. They tried to get that ball to Gabby Centers. Deflects off of her, and now with the ball for the Orioles, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. 2:35 to go in the game. Three-pointer by Kenyon up, no good. Ball fought for, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to be possession arrow Manistee with 2:29 to go in the game. Orioles were down 11-4 at the end of one. They were down 11-10 at the half. They led 18-16 at the end of three. Manistee's got a 3-on-1 here. They'll get the ball down low. Shot no good, but we have a foul called on the Orioles. Jalen Laird. Shooting two for Manistee will be number 35, Madeline Wayward. Her first shot is up and good. Checking into the Oriole lineup, number 33, Josephine Ewing. into the Chippewa lineup, number 45, Ava Mae Fett. Second attempt is up and no good. Rebound Manistee. Shot is up and in there by Ava Mae Fett. Chippewas have a 5-point lead with a little over 2 minutes left in the game. The Orioles got to find some instant offense here. There's a deflection. Laird has it. Laird loses the ball, and now here comes Manistee. Traveling violation on the Chippewas. 1:53 to go. Manistee 25, Ludington 20. Stowe will give the ball to Laird. Her pass deflected, and Ludington's going to retain possession here. Lots and lots of bumping going on out there. Lots of very physical ball game between these two teams. We have a timeout on the floor. Manistee 25, Ludington 20. We'll step aside. It's a full timeout. You're watching the OSN.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye. And you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger, made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. We want to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. It'll be Ludington basketball. They trail by 5 with 142 to go in the game. And they'll try to work that ball in. There's a steal by the Chippewas. Coming away with it, Madeline Wayward. And here comes Manistee with it. Edmondson with the ball. Now it's a Shively, back to Edmondson. Gardner, into the corner they go. Shively, or Chippewas just trying to take a little air out of the ball right now. They have a 5-point lead with 1:14 left in the game. Now a foul will be called on Ashley Stowe. That's her 4th team foul, team 3rd. Edmondson will trigger the ball in. We have a timeout, however, by Manistee. 1:12 to go. It's another full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching the Oriole Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. 1:09 to go in the game. Manistee with the basketball. The Orioles trail by 5. There's a steal by Severa Moser. Her shot, no good. And here come the Chippewas. 56 seconds to go. Good hustle there by Ludington's Ashley Stowe. She deflects the ball out of bounds, and it will be Manistee basketball. Orioles are going to have to start fouling here. Ball batted out of bounds right there. We have 50.8 seconds to go in the game. Manistee 25, Ludington 20. With the ball for the Chippewas, Lindsey Gardner. Gardner will get the ball now to Ava May Fett. They'll work it inside. There's a steal. Fight for the ball right there. Jump ball, possession arrow to Ludington. 37 seconds to go. Orioles trail by 5. Pass is deflected there, out of bounds. Knocking it out of bounds for Manistee, number 11, Reese Shively. Ludington will get the ball in now there. Moser will get it into Stowe. 33 seconds to go in the game. Now to Laird. Laird's shot is up and good. Getting the basket for Ludington right there. Jalen Laird, a big basket. Ludington trails 25-22, 25 seconds to go in the game. Timeout on the floor. I believe it is another full timeout. We'll step aside once again. You're watching the OSN.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Very competitive girls JV basketball game here. As we near the end of this game, thank you to Coach Sierra Holmes and the Ludington girls softball team for the water they just brought up for us. Very much appreciated. Right now, Manistee leads 25-22, 25.3 seconds remaining in this game. Manistee with the basketball. Here's the pass, and it's going to be... Oh, Manistee scores off of it. Wow. Getting the basket, number 21, Lindsey Gardner. Very impressive full court pass right there. And I'm not sure if that was Fett or Wayward, but they made one heck of a pass right there. I didn't think the Manistee player was going to catch up to it, but she did. Manistee leads 27-22, 6 seconds to go in the game. Jump ball, possession arrow to Manistee. Timeout, Chippewas. 5.7 seconds to go in the game. 5-point Manistee lead. It's a full timeout. We're going to stay here, though, and give some, well, actually, we're going to talk a bit about the boys' West Michigan Conference standings. In the Lakes Division, Ludington currently 3-0 in conference, 8-0 overall. Whitehall 2-0 in West Michigan Conference. Lakes Division play. They are 4-3 overall. Then you have Fremont at 1-1 in the league, 3-2 overall. Orchard View at 1-1 in league play, 2-4 overall. Montague 1-2 in league play, 3-3 overall. Muskegon Oak Ridge 1-2 in league play, 2-3 overall. Then Manistee in the cellar. The Chippewas 0-3 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, 0-6 overall. West Michigan Conference Rivers Division, Hart and Mason County Central both atop the league, both 2-0. Hart is 7-0 overall. Mason County Central 5-0 overall. Then North Muskegon is 2-1 in league play, 5-1 overall. Then Ravenna, Hesperia, Holton, and Shelby. And that's your conference standings for boys basketball, both in the West Michigan Conference Lakes and Rivers divisions. All right, here we go. 5 seconds to go. Manistee with the basketball. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. There's the buzzer. Your final score in girls JV basketball action. The Manistee Chippewas 27 and the Ludington Orioles 22. Back in 2 minutes here on the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. The Manistee Chippewas have defeated the Ludington Orioles 27-22 in girls JV basketball action. Manistee outscored the Orioles 11-4 in that fourth quarter after the Orioles took an 18-16 lead into that fourth quarter. For the game, Manistee outscores Ludington 11-4 in the opening quarter. Then they shut them out 6-0 in the second quarter, 8-5 in the third quarter, and then get outscored 11-4. The Orioles trailed at the half 11-10. They were up 18-16 at the end of three. They fall 27-22. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Scoring for Manistee in that JV game, 7 points for Reese Shively, 7 for Lindsey Gardner, 2 for Gabby Centers, 5 for Madeline Wayward, and 4 for Ava Mae Fett. For the Orioles, 7 points for Madeline Kenyon, 11 for Jalen Laird, 2 for Madeline Lynn, 1 for Ashley Stowe, and 1 for Josephine Ewing. Coach Thad Shank has joined me. He's going to be doing color commentary for the varsity game, and we'll also be talking to Oriole JV girls coach Dan Mesher here momentarily. Coach Shank, how you doing?
Doing good. How's it going, Scoop?
It's going great. I'm still a little bit in mourning over my Michigan Wolverines, but it's getting better every day.
Yeah, you got to let it go, Scoop. They're not going to do you any good.
Hopefully the Lions can take out the Packers this Sunday at Lambeau Field. That's a tough task, but hopefully it can be done against Aaron Rodgers and the Pack.
You got to believe, Scoop.
Gotta
believe.
Got to believe. I believe this Lions team has made the turn. I think good days lie ahead.
I don't know. You've been kind of a negative Nelly on the Lions for many years right now. You're kind of drinking the blue Kool-Aid now, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm a lifelong Lions fan, and yes, I will admit I got down on them. How can you not get down on a team that bypasses drafting Aaron Donald and instead takes Eric Ebron, or takes somebody like Jeff Okudah when they could have took Justin Herbert, the Chargers quarterback?
Well, a lot of teams in the National Football League have what-ifs on the draft. It's not just the Lions.
Well, that's true. That's true. You got a good point. You got the Ludington Orioles and the Manistee Chippewas, two ancient rivals, Coach, and it doesn't matter what the records are when these two teams get together, always a bitter rivalry.
Well, I don't know how bitter it is, but I know Manistee wants to beat Ludington worse than anybody else on their schedule. I would say that. And, you know, it wasn't too long ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago, where Manistee was the girls program in the Midwest in Western Michigan in Class B, and it's kind of the tables have turned a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a little bit more players than Manistee has had, and you win basketball games with players. So,
Coach Danny Mesher is here right now, and Thad's going to hand over the headset. We're going to talk to Coach Mesher. Coach Mesher, tough loss tonight to rival Manistee. Game went back and forth. I mean, Manistee jumped out to an 11-4 lead over your girls. Second quarter, your girls shut them out 6-0, still trailed by a point at halftime. Had the lead going into the fourth quarter by virtue of an 8-5 third quarter advantage, but Manistee outscores your girls 11-4 in the fourth quarter. Tough sledding out there tonight. Everything was contested.
It was a great high school JV basketball game. Fans got their money's worth tonight. We're so close. You know, the other night at Reed City, we didn't play physical. We were sloppy with the basketball. We looked like a different team. We were on the floor tonight. We were diving for basketballs. It looked more like Ludington basketball. So we're really close. We got to be a little bit better with the basketball. And we got to knock down shots. I think that's the theme of the varsity and the JV is we've got to start knocking down some shots. And tonight, they weren't falling for us.
Manistee, a couple good-looking ball players out there. Mainly kept the ball with Lindsey Gardner, number 21, seemed to be all over the court. Also, Reese Shively had a really nice game for them. And then there are two big girls in the middle, Madeline Wayward and Ava Mae Fett. They're a pretty physical team.
Yeah, we watched film on them. We knew they were going to be a tough team inside. And I thought we held our own against them. They've won some ball games. They're a really solid basketball team. And, hey, to be where we're at with 3-4 minutes to go, that's what we want, to be within 2-3 points. And like I said, a couple things just didn't go our way. We're going to go back to work tomorrow. We come back with Orchard View next week, and these girls are workers. They're learning, situational stuff. And we talked about we got to watch more basketball. You got to learn more basketball, and those are things that they're very coachable. I'm not disappointed one bit because the effort was there, and we had our chances, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. We'll regroup. And we'll be ready to go next week.
Really nice game from Jalen Laird tonight with 11 points. Two tough losses this week for your girls. Both 5-point loss tonight, 5-point loss at Reed City the other night. But I know, knowing you, Coach Mesher, you'll have them ready to go, and you're going to turn this thing around. The girls will turn it around, and they'll get on a roll.
Yeah, they've got a great attitude, and like I said, it's all about development. They've got to develop to be ready at the varsity level. So thanks, Scoop. We'll be ready on Tuesday.
All right, Coach Dan Mesher, thanks for coming up. His team suffers a tough 27-22 loss tonight to the Manistee Chippewas. That's going to wrap things up for the Smith and Eddy post-game show. And we'll be back with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show momentarily. You are watching the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Ludington High School Sports is on the air on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pier Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture, as well as McGee Insurance, Ludington Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurants, Benedict's Auto Center, as well as Ludington Chiropractic and Urca Auto Center. Now, let's go to the court and the broadcast booth with Todd Scoop Hansen on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome, Ludington Oriole basketball fans, as we have girls varsity basketball action here at Venerable Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, joined by Thad Shank, the Oriole boys varsity coach, as well as the OSN executive director and producer. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing great, Scoop. Good to be here.
Good. It's great to have you. Yeah, definitely. That was quite a JV game. Ludington falling to the Manistee Chippewas by the score of 27-22. And your boys had themselves quite a game the other night, and you're going to have quite a game tomorrow night at Whitehall, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Right now, we've got the Ludington Orioles and the Manistee Chippewas getting set to do battle here in girls varsity basketball action.
Yeah, rivalry game. There's nobody in Michigan that wants to beat Ludington more than Manistee, and Coach Cott's had a great tradition that he's upheld for many years at Manistee. We'll kind of see where they're at this year. I know they've struggled a little bit over the past few years, maybe not quite the basketball team they've been of years past, but I really haven't got a chance to see or read too much about them this year, so we'll see where they're at.
I was talking to Coach Warren Stowe about that earlier today. With the Manistee, they haven't been the usual Manistee, like you said, Coach, in the last 4, 5, 6 years. They have had some very powerful girls basketball teams up there over the years. I know back in the 80s through the 90s, there's been some really, really good Manistee teams, and even into the 2000s.
Well, yeah, they had the run with the Gustad girl and Ken's 2 daughters, and there was a lot of good players that played, the Annie Fuller, a lot of good players that played with them in the early 2012, 13, 14, 15 as well.
Yeah, and you remember back in the 80s, Coach, the days of Michelle Crudy, who won the Miss Michigan Basketball Award, and then also players like Jana Mitchell, Lynette Munson. They were state champions, I believe, in 1981 or 82. It was either 81 or 82 state champions. The other year, I think they were state runner-up in Class B. So
Mike Monroe had some great teams there at Manistee.
Exactly. We're not going to get to Coach Stowe's interview. We may be able to get to it at halftime, but he was really looking forward to tonight's game. The one big news stat that I got from Coach Stowe was the fact that, it's sad news for Oriole fans, Riley Stone is injured and will not return this season. So
that's awful.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know she's worked hard to get back in a position where she could come back, but that's pretty hard to come back from sometimes, especially at the timetable that she was on.
Injured the other night at Reed City, and Coach said it was a very innocent enough looking play. It was just one of those things, and she's gone. So right now we're going to step aside. We're going to have the national anthem played, and when we come back, we'll have the Pier Marquette Builders starting lineups coming your way right here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. We're getting set for action here between the Ludington Orioles and the Manistee Chippewas, the back end of a girls JV varsity doubleheader. We want to thank Pure Marquette Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They are located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Also, a big thank you to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pre-game sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. To learn more, check out www.houseofflavors.com. And here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Chippewas of Manistee, starting at the guards, number 2, Jane Edmondson. Also number 11, Lacey Zimmerman. The center, number 25, Allison Kelly. Forwards are 21, Abby Robinson. And also number 3, Libby McCarthy. The Chippewas coached by Ken Cott. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Warren Stowe, assisted by Dan Mesher. Starting at the guards, number 10, Annie Klein, a 5'7" senior. Also number 23, Emma McKinley, a 5'9" junior. Number 25, Carly Mesher, a 5'3" junior. The center, number 44, Keelan Laird, a 6'3" senior. And the forward, number 40, Jordan Anderson, a 6'2" sophomore. Carly Mesher, starting guard for the Orioles tonight, will be our halftime show player in the spotlight. That's the Indian Summer halftime show player in the spotlight during the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. Great turnout tonight, Coach. Thursday night at Hawley Gymnasium.
Yeah, pulling in from practice over at the elementary, there's cars scattered all over the street. That parking's not an easy thing around here right now.
Parking is at a premium, kind of like points were in that JV game tonight. Ludington will be in their white jerseys, black lettering and numerals, trimmed in orange. Manistee in their blue jerseys. Gold lettering and numerals trimmed in white. Tip fought for right there, and Carly Mesher, showing her aggressiveness, gets the ball back for Ludington. Mesher now will fake the 3. They'll work it inside to Laird. Laird loses it, gets it back. Nice save there by Keelan to Carly Mesher. There's a steal by the Chippewas, and on the steal, number 11, and their ball goes out of bounds right there, and that was Lacey Zimmerman on the steal, Coach.
Yeah, the first thing you notice is the size advantage right here.
Yeah.
I mean, Ludington towers over Manistee. Manistee did a good job in that first possession, getting out and pressuring the basketball, and they're going to have to do that tonight to keep that ball out of the post.
Foul called there on Carly Mesher. 7:35 to go in the opening quarter, just underway here from Hawley Gymnasium. The Orioles and the Chippewas doing battle. Here's a pass, goes down into the corner. The shot is up and no good there by the Chippewas number 3. That's Libby McCarthy. And here come the Orioles in a hurry. Annie Klein with it. Klein. They'll get the ball there to Jordan Anderson in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Emma McKinley, however. And McKinley got bumped off that ball right there, and coming away with it for Manistee, number 11, Lacey Zimmerman. There's a shot from the far baseline, no good. That shot was put up by Libby McCarthy. And here comes Ludington. McKinley, her shot up, no good. Ball deflected. It's going to stay with the Orioles.
Ludington's done a good job of getting out in transition and trying to generate some easy opportunities so far. Just haven't been able to put that ball in.
McKinley will trigger it in. Laird will take the 3. Good! Keelan Laird from the top of the key gets the three-pointer, and Ludington off to a 3-0 lead.
Keelan can make shots. She's a solid perimeter shooter, but I think that's Manistee's going to give up that one tonight, I think.
It's kind of like your big guy when he takes a 3. Big country Matthew Westhouse. I think he's, what is he, 1 for 2 this year on three-point attempts, Coach?
Matthew's got
Yeah.
a nice touch.
Yeah. All right, Manistee on the attack. McCarthy with the ball. Her shot's on the way off the mark. Good effort there by Manistee to save it, but it ends up in the hands of Emma McKinley.
I think McCarthy's a volleyball player. That was pretty good bumps that set right there.
It definitely was. There's a traveling violation on Keelan Laird there. Looks like she took that alternate Euro step, Coach.
Yeah. There's heavy traffic in there.
Yeah. 6:12 to go, opening quarter. Ludington 3, Manistee nothing. Looks like it's Bahamas theme over there with the student section tonight. I see one of your players just walked in, Levi Lehman. He's sporting the tropical look.
Bahamas, you think? I might think beach night or
maybe
something.
beach
I don't know
night.
If it's going to be Bahamas.
Oh.
Julia, do you know what's going on over there?
It was pajama night the other night for your game against Reed City. 6 minutes to go, opening quarter. Ludington on top, 3-0. Ludington with the basketball. Emma McKinley has it. McKinley on the dribble. She'll give it now to Klein. They'll swing it over to Mesher. Jordan Anderson, she tried to feed that ball to Keelan Laird right there, and here comes Manistee. Let Jane Edmondson with it. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Ludington basketball. Last touched, I believe, there by Libby McCarthy.
Manistee's had a pretty quick trigger tonight. When they get on that three-point arc, those girls are shooting it up.
Jordan Anderson on the dribble there, wide open. Oh, sweet pass there from Keelan Laird to Emma McKinley, who gets the bucket.
That's one of the really positive parts of Keelan Laird's game, her ability to look over people and hit her teammates for open shots.
And one thing that she does, Coach, if that pass is coming from Keelan, you better be ready for it. She can really zip it in there. Here come the Orioles. Force a turnover. McKinley with it now. Klein will take the three. A little short right there. Kept alive by Keelan Laird momentarily, but here comes Manistee with it now. Lacey Zimmerman, number 11 for Manistee. She'll get it over to Jane Edmondson. Edmondson guarded there by Mesher. Now into the corner, and Manistee will bring it back out. Zimmerman to McCarthy. Libby McCarthy. They'll get it down to Allison Kelly. Her shot no good. And we're going to have a foul on Manistee, I believe. Looked like Laird got fouled there.
Much better possession for Manistee that time. They really changed sides of the floor with the ball and got a pretty good look at the basket.
Checking into the Oriole lineup, number 20, Eliana Jerusalem, a 5'9" sophomore. And also number 35, Olivia Lynn, a 5'11" senior. Here's a steal by the Chippewas. Nice block there by Lynn. She does a really nice job tight-roping down that baseline right there. She'll get the ball ahead. McKinley now to Jerusalem, and Jerusalem just got tomahawked right there. The ball will stay with the Orioles. Ludington up 5-0, 4:19 to go in the opening quarter. McKinley, Laird, her shot, good.
Yeah, that size advantage on baseline out of bounds plays is going to be tough for Manistee to handle. I don't know what you do other than get up in bodies and try to push those girls out as far as you can. I don't think standing in 2-3 zone there is going to do it against the Orioles.
Got a timeout on the floor. Ludington up 7-0. And we want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports, producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. You know, talking with Coach Warren Stowe, Thad, I asked him, I said, you know, you kept Reed City's girls to 14 points the other night. I know you're very proud of that. Are you worried? He's had some games where his team has scored below 30 points. I said, is that a concern of yours? And he said, Scoop, I wouldn't say a concern. I'm very well aware of it, though.
Yeah, I don't know what you say to that as a coach. I mean, I like the fact that Coach Stowe's girls are coming out and they're looking for their shot. I mean, I think their issue this year has been their ability to put the ball in the basket, but you know, they're catching the ball, shot ready, and they're looking confident, and they're shooting those shots. And they're just going to continue to have to do that.
Good defense by the Orioles there. Carly Mesher will check in for Annie Klein. You know, last year, Ludington's girls team, they won a lot of low-scoring games, though, too, Coach, on their way to the Breslin Center in that 20-6 overall record. McKinley with it for the Orioles. She tried that pass right there to Olivia Lynn. Tough one for Olivia to gather that ball in. It goes off of her shin out of bounds, and it'll be Manistee basketball.
Just has to take one more dribble on that scoop and draw that defender, or take it to the rim and finish it herself.
Ludington up 7-0, 3:35 to go in the opening quarter. The LHS Pep Band is here. The O-Funk. JV action tonight. Manistee wins 27-22. Oh, there's a foul there called on Olivia Lynn. And going to the line for the Chippewas will be number 21, Abby Robinson.
Coach Stowe's did a nice job changing defenses early. They started out in that 1-2-2, drop into their matchup defense, and now they've gone to a little full court man-to-man pressure, changing things up on the Chippewas a little bit.
Robinson gets the first free throw. Coach, you can relate to this a bit. You, a number of years back, second free throw no good. You coached both the girls and boys varsity teams at Ludington. Coach Ken Cott is coaching both the JV and the varsity girls teams at Manistee, so somewhat familiar with what he's doing right now, but that's a
lot.
That's a lot. It's tough enough coaching one team, and when you're coaching two teams, yep.
The one thing is with that, though, is probably the JV and varsity girls are practicing together, I would guess. You know, when I did it with the boys and girls, we weren't going to really practice together, so, I mean, that would cut a little bit of time down.
The Orioles turn the ball over, and now a foul will be called on Olivia Lynn right there. She picked up a couple of quick fouls. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. The Orioles up by 6, 7-1. Into the Oriole lineup, seeing their first action of the game will be number 15, Jenna Skiba, a 5'9" sophomore, and also checking in number 30, Hannah Glanville, a 5'8" junior. Manistee with the ball. There's a shot up and in. Jane Edmondson gets the basket. Ludington up 7-3. Carly Mesher with the ball for Ludington. Mesher, nice pass there to Glanville. Glanville loses control of the ball, and Manistee has it back. With the ball for the Chippewas, number 11, Lacey Zimmerman. Zimmerman now to Jane Edmondson. Ball deflected right there. I believe they're going to call Keelan Laird on the foul there. Tell by Keelan's body language, she's not very happy with that foul call. 2:29 to go in the opening quarter. Orioles up 7-3. Allison Kelly has it for Manistee. Now to Lacey Zimmerman. Try to get that ball inside right there. Last touch by the Chippewas. Out of bounds. Oriole basketball. Yeah, Coach Stowe, I did not know, like you didn't, that about Riley Stone as well until this afternoon. You can tell Coach Stowe really despondent about it. Really feels bad for her. I mean, Riley Stone just came back. She was only back for maybe.
Now, was it the ACL again?
I believe so. I believe that she tweaked it. Coach Stowe said it was very innocent looking. It wasn't really anything that was harsh. No big collision or anything like that. But yeah, that's tough news for the Orioles and Oriole fans. All right, 2:02 to go here in the opening quarter. Ludington 7, Manistee 3. Manistee with the basketball. With the ball, Lacey Zimmerman. Zimmerman now, Abby Robinson. Robinson harassed right there by Skiba. Turnaround up, no good. Rebound to Carly Mesher, our Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. Her interview will air at halftime, and she's fouled, and the foul will be on number 21, Abby Robinson. Checking into the Chippewa lineup, number 15, Mariah Bialik.
I think Coach Stowe's going to talk to his girls a little bit about attacking this 2-2-1 full court press. They've been making the throw over diagonal pass, but really you want to punish a press like this.
Oh.
You don't want to just throw the diagonal pass and try to get the ball up the court. You want to get that ball in the middle and
just
drive it down the other team's throat.
Yeah,
so I think
and just as you were saying, Coach, I'm sorry there, just as you were saying, the pass right there from Carly Mesher was picked off, but Manistee travels and Ludington will get the ball right back. Jenna Skiba with it for the Orioles. Skiba now, Klein, Mesher. Jordan Anderson, nice pass. Oh, what a pass there from Jordan Anderson to Jenna Skiba. Skiba gets the basket and she's fouled.
Yeah, nice attack of the rim by Jenna. Way to use her left hand to shield the defense with her body. That was a good finish.
Some great passing there by the Orioles. And they finished. They're up 9-3 right now, 1:18 to go in the opening quarter. Skiba's free throw, good. Jenna Skiba completes the three-point play. Ludington up 10-3. With the ball for the Chippewas, number 15, Mariah Bialik. That's a very familiar Manistee name.
Well, their head boys coach is Zach Bialik.
Yeah. It's going to see, I've seen Chippewas and Crusaders, Manistee Catholic Crusaders, with the last name Bialik. All right, 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. There's a rebound for Jordan Anderson. She had a nice game the other night at Reed City with, I think she was a leading scorer for the Orioles with 8 points. Ludington working around, 47 seconds to go opening quarter. Skiba with it there. Three-pointer, Mesher, up, no good. Fought for, out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. Good effort there on the offensive glass by the Orioles. Emma McKinley will check back into the Oriole lineup, and coming into the lineup for Manistee, number 45, Brooke Jankwitz. 7-point Oriole lead. McKinley will trigger the ball into Klein. Klein now to Mesher. McKinley now. McKinley. Anderson. Klein. Mesher. Skiba. Now she'll give it up to McKinley. 22 seconds to go. Mesher with it now. Mesher to Klein. Klein will give it up to McKinley. Emma McKinley shot up and no good. Ball fought for. Batted out of bounds. Last touch there by Jenna Skiba. Manistee gets the ball in. Bialik with it. She loses it. Orioles got a 3-on-0 here. Shots up. Good. Annie Klein with the steal and the basket. And there is the buzzer. And at the end of one from Hawley Gym, your score, the Ludington Orioles 12, the Manistee Chippewas 3. Back in 60 seconds here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Julia Habman, and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. Ludington up 12-3 to begin play here in the second quarter. Shot put up by Manistee, no good. Bialik with that shot right there. Manistee on the offensive rebound, however. Libby McCarthy and Chippewa still with it. They're going to get a fourth attempt. No, we're going to get a jump ball right here. Possession arrow to the Orioles. Ludington has their tall lineup out there right now.
All their lineups are tall, Scoop.
Yeah, that's true. What am I saying? Actually, it's not their tallest lineup because Olivia's not in there right now. They have in there Jordan Anderson and Keelan Laird along with Klein, Mesher, and McKinley. Anderson with it, and she'll be called for the travel.
Much better job, the Orioles right there. Coach Joe talked to him about press break a little bit there. They got the ball in the middle right there to Carly. She's just got to attack and until the defense comes and picks her up.
Manistee with the basketball. 7:22 to go in the opening half. The Orioles lead 12-3. Orioles right now in the 2-3 zone.
We call that defense the buzz, Scoop.
Oh, the
It's
buzz.
Extended 2-3,
Okay.
right? 2-1-2, really. Extended 2-1-2 where you're getting in the passing lanes a little more and not packing it in quite as much. Try to take away direct passes and put some pressure on.
Is that one of your defenses, one of your team's favorite defenses to play?
Well, we don't play the buzz anymore now. We haven't played
Oh.
that since back to Sam and those guys who are long and
Okay.
athletic, and it worked really well for them. We're not overly big with our team.
I was
so-
going to say I didn't really recognize that from your current team. Mesher with it now to Klein. 6:44 to go in the second quarter. Ludington up 12-3. Laird, little baseline jumper, no good. Rebound to Manistee's number 3, Libby McCarthy.
Good job by the Orioles swinging the ball, playing side, top side there against that zone. Got Keelan a good look.
He'll take that shot any day, won't you, Coach, if you can get that little baseline jumper right there.
Well, I like a wide open three or a shot at the rim a little more, Scoop, to tell you the truth. We don't like to shoot too many mid-rangers. They're not worth as many as those threes.
That's true. Boy, and your team was hitting the threes the other night, 11 of them during the game. All right, Ludington had the ball right there. Good defensive play at the other end there by Keelan Laird, and now they're going to get Keelan on the foul right there. Checking into the Manistee lineup, number 2, Jane Edmondson. Back for the Orioles, 35, Olivia Lynn, and number 20, Eliana Jeruzel. 6:01 to go in the second quarter. Orioles with that 9-point lead, 12-3. And there's a shot up, no good. Good defense there by Olivia Lynn. Jordan Anderson, a strong rebound. And here comes Emma McKinley. You're seeing Jordan Anderson, she's getting more and more playing time each game, just a sophomore. Annie Klein with it. Olivia Lynn, there's that baseline jumper, Coach. Same place that Keelan was at, and Olivia nails it. Her first points of the game, Ludington up 14-3.
We call that the short corner right there, Scoop. That's the short corner of the zone defense right there. So if you can get somebody in that short corner and that forward in that zone can step out and guard, then you want to hit that short corner. And they're not mad. They're not coming to the ball right there. If they came to the ball, Jordan would be dropping right to the rim right open, but it's getting Olivia and Keelan those open looks in the short corner.
And Coach and Oriole fans, this is why I like hanging with Coach Thad Shank, because he has forgotten more basketball than I'll ever know. I'll be the first to admit that of the major sports, definitely the NBA is my least favorite. There's a three from Annie Klein. Nothing but net from the near baseline.
Nice little quick hitter the Orioles ran right there. Annie passed that ball from the top and ran right to the rim, and great pin screen by number 15 right there.
That's Jenna Skiba.
Yeah, great pin screen by Jenna Skiba to open Annie up. And I know Coach Stowe is excited. Annie's dropped a couple three-pointers already tonight.
Yep.
And that's something that I know Coach Stowe's got to be excited about.
Good rebound there by Olivia Lynn off the missed free throw. You look at this team, Coach Shank, and Coach Stowe has 3 sophomores up on it. Jenna Skiba, Eliana Jeruzel, and Jordan Anderson.
Yeah, you know, even though there's a lot of names that you've called over the years, it's still a pretty young girls basketball team.
Ludington with the basketball. 5:01 to go in the opening half. They lead 17-3. Ludington was up at the end of one by the score of 12-3. Nice rebound there by Jeruzel. Her putback no good. Jeruzel again. Down to Lynn. She'll take about an 18-footer and drain it. Olivia Lynn there with that southpaw shot of hers. And Ludington's out to a 19-3 lead over the Manistee Chippewas. With the ball for Manistee, number 25, Allison Kelly. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain in the hands of the Chippewas.
Well, you can see why Coach Stowe brought up the Skiba and the Jerusalem girl. I mean, I think they're both tough kids. You know, you like to have tough players on your team. They play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
Yep. Look at that pass. Shot no good, but going to the free throw line and shooting 2 will be Eliana Jeruzel. Long outlet right there. Yeah, definitely the three sophomores he has up, specifically Jerusalem and Skiba, both very, very competitive. They are competitors, kind of like your Gage Jones.
We got a lot of them, Scoop.
Well, you definitely do. I don't mean to be signaling anybody. You do have.
Gage is definitely comparable. We got a lot of them.
You certainly do, Coach. Skiba's first free throw, no good. Second attempt, no good. And the ball ends up in the hands of Brooke Jankwitz. Now to Lacey Zimmerman. And that should be one heck of a tussle tomorrow night at Whitehall. I know you're looking forward. I know your boys are fired up for it. Whitehall undefeated in the conference. Your boys are undefeated in the conference. Whitehall has 2 losses on the season, Coach.
They played a pretty tough schedule. Actually, I think they have 3 losses. But,
okay.
You know, when you play Class A schools in Zealand over the holidays and stuff like that, that stuff happens.
All right, Ludington here up 19-3, 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Manistee with the basketball. Look at this defense by the Orioles. Just relentless three-pointer up, no good there. That was put up by Jane Edmondson. And Annie Klein in there fighting for it. She'll get it. Nice outlet. Ludington's got a 2-on-0 here. Actually, a 2-on-1. And getting the basket, number 20, Eliana Jerusalem. Ball goes out of bounds right there. 3:46 to go in the second quarter. Ludington up 21-3. Timeout on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout, I do believe. Yes, it is. Ludington up 21-3. You are watching and listening to the Orioles Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Ludington up 21-3 over the Manistee Chippewas. Orioles with the basketball. 3:40 to go in the opening half. Eliana Jerusalem has it. She'll give it now to Carly Mesher, our Indian Summer player in the spotlight. Carly Mesher now back to Jordan Anderson. Anderson will get it. Oh, nice pass inside. Shot up by Skiba, no good. Look at her fighting on the boards there. I'll tell you what, Jenna Skiba, she's got the eye of the tiger.
Yeah, I've really liked a couple of times how she's posted up strong and physically. I mean, she posts up harder and more physically than any of the girls that we have. She's not quite as tall as Jordan, Olivia, or Keelan, but when you play well and you seal well down there, you don't have to be as tall. We've had some very good post players in both programs who are not overly tall. They just know how to use their bodies to create advantages.
Libby McCarthy returns to the Chippewa lineup. Skiba's first free throw was no good. Second attempt, no good. Rebound to Hannah Glanville, and they're fighting for it. Yeah, bodies flying all over the place, and Manistee ends up with a basketball.
Jenna got away with one right there, I think.
With the ball is Abby Robinson for Manistee. 3:06 to go in this second quarter. With the ball for the Chippewas, Jane Edmondson. Oriole defense seems to push the Chippewas out farther, Coach, extending them. Now we'll have a foul called, I believe, on Jordan. It's going to be on Anderson. No, it's going to be on Skiba, I believe. Laird and McKinley will check back into the Oriole lineup here.
Just an observation, but I don't, Manistee doesn't look like has that girl who's a really creator off the dribble. So I think Coach Stowe has determined the best way to attack them is to be really aggressive on the ball and try to force them to make plays and limit their ability to kind of pass the ball around perimeter and run offense.
First shot on that one in the bonus was no good. Manistee, however, with the offensive rebound. They'll try to get it down inside there. Libby McCarthy, her shot up and in. That's McCarthy's first points of the game.
Nice job moving the ball there, Manistee.
Orioles now up 21-5. Carly Mesher with the ball. Mesher there to Laird. Just too much on the shot right there. Anderson fighting for it. Goes out of bounds. And it will be Ludington retaining the basketball.
I don't think Coach Stowe's too disappointed in that right there, what he saw right there. Keelan really attacked the basket and played in a physical nature right there, and I think that's probably a positive.
3-point attempt there by Laird was no good, but Hannah Glanville over there fighting for the ball. A tie-up, possession arrow to Manistee. We want to thank...
Oh, here's the buzz, Scoop. Here's the buzz right here.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. And Jordan Anderson's got a hand in on that one. Deflected it, but it will stay with Manistee.
We used to run the buzz a lot when I coached girls. You know, if a team, you know, you see a lot of girls' teams who have a really good ball handler, really good playmaker, and the buzz was great to kind of try to eliminate that girl, to kind of funnel her a little bit and get out in the passing lanes and take the ball out of her hands a little bit.
There's a foul called on Jordan Anderson. So, Coach, you're saying your 2017 Class B state runner-up team, they did run the buzz with Sam LeDuc and Calvin Hackert and those guys. And
we spotted it in a little.
Yeah.
We didn't run it as much as we ran it when we coached for the girls a few years previously. But the best buzz team I think I ever had was the girls team. We had Claire Flewelling and we had Kristen Reidenbach up on top of that. Top of that buzz. They were athletic and pretty long and created some havoc.
2 free throws there for Allison Kelly for Manistee. Ludington now leads 21-6.
Great job by the Orioles attacking pressure right there. Swinging that ball, getting it into the middle and attacking.
Carly being very unselfish right there, trying to get that ball to her teammate, Keelan Laird. Emma McKinley will trigger it in to Jordan Anderson. Now to Annie Klein with 1:36 to go in the second quarter. Mesher fakes the 3. McKinley now to Laird. Her shot's going to be short. Annie Klein, however, with the rebound. Mesher will fake the 3. McKinley will take the 3 off the mark. Ball fought for. Right now, Ludington every ball is finding its way to the Orioles, and that's because of their effort and hustle right now. Oh! Good job there by Jordan Anderson. She kissed it off the glass. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Really good offensive possession for the Lady Orioles. They really moved the ball in that position. Got 3 great shots in that possession.
Jenna Skiba will check back into the Oriole lineup. Skiba's out there now with McKinley, Anderson, Mesher, and Klein. Free throws no good. We'd like to thank Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. All right, 1 minute to go in the opening half. Ludington up 23-7. Good defense there. Jordan Anderson, ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Ludington basketball. Annie Klein with the basketball. She'll get it ahead now. Jenna Skiba. Skiba will give it back to Emma McKinley. Now over to Annie Klein. They'll swing it to Carly Mesher. Now to Skiba. Loses it. Gets it right back to Klein. 38 seconds to go. Now we're going to have a timeout. Coach Warren Stowe. It's going to be a 30, I believe. Ludington up 23-7. It is a full, so we'll step aside. Ludington 23, Manistee 7. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. The Orioles, their three-pointer was missed by Carly Mesher. And now back at the other end, we're going to have a foul called on Carly Mesher.
Ludington ran a really nice set there last possession. Ran Carly Mesher off a baseline pin screen from Jenna Skiba again, and she had an open look. She just couldn't knock it down.
I have never seen, I don't think I've ever seen these three officials who are here tonight, Coach.
Well, I've seen a couple of them. So.
Okay. I know the one official kind of reminds me of one of my favorite actors, Zach Galifianakis. All right, first free throw, no good. Second attempt up, no good. Tipped. Manistee with the ball. There's a nice rebound there by Keelan Laird. And she'll bring it up with 16 seconds to go ahead to Jeruzel. Jeruzel back now to McKinley. They'll swing it around to Klein. Now to Laird. Cross court. Open is Jeruzel. Her shot, no good. 7 seconds to go. Klein has it for Ludington. Now to McKinley. 4 seconds. Laird in the lane. Nice move. Shot up and in and out. No good. Oh, nice move there by Keelan Laird. Basket went 3/4 the way down and then came back out. Your score at the half. The Ludington Orioles 23. The Manistee Chippewas 7. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned for the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Ludington 23, Manistee 7. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas 11-4 in that second quarter after outscoring them 12-3 in the first quarter. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Scoring in the first half for Manistee, 2 points for Jane Edmondson, 2 for Libby McCarthy, 1 for Abby Robinson, and 2 for Allison Kelly. For the Orioles, 5 for Annie Klein, 3 for Jenna Skiba, 2 for Eliana Jeruzel, 2 for Emma McKinley, 4 for Olivia Lynn, 2 for Jordan Anderson, and 5 points for Keelan Laird. And Coach, you see that scoring, balanced scoring for the Orioles and a lot of people scoring for them, and that's always a good sign. So something the coach always likes to see, right?
Yeah, the Orioles have done a good job in this first half sharing the basketball. Coach Stowe's got to be pleased at how they're playing well together. They've gotten a lot of good looks. I think their bugaboo this year has been a little bit, finishing at the basket and scoring, but You know, it looks like they're confident and they're shooting the ball like they can make the shots, and the ball movement's been good, so I'm sure he's pleased in that respect.
We'd like to thank Indian Summer Co-op, our exclusive Player in the Spotlight sponsor. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. We're going to step aside right now and listen to the interview I did earlier with Ludington Oriole Carly Mesher. When we return, more of the Safe Harbor halftime show here on the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Welcome, Ludington Oriole girls basketball fans, to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game during the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. Our player in the spotlight is Carly Mesher. Carly is a junior, and she wears jersey number 25. I should know that. I should have that memorized. Jersey number 25, and she plays the guard position. Now, Carly, what is the one thing that you like best about being a Ludington Oriole basketball player?
I think the team aspect of the game is like most important for me. I love my team. I love all my past teams, and then I love playing for Coach Stowe.
What do you like best about playing for Coach Stowe now that you've mentioned him?
I think how much time he puts in for all of us, and how much he like truly shows that he cares about each and every one of us.
How are you and your teammates adjusting to and liking competing in the West Michigan Conference?
I think we're really liking it. I know it's like a big step from our past conference. There's a lot more teams, but there's also more like opportunities to play harder teams, which is very good for us.
Talk about the awesome memories from last season and you and your teammates going to the Breslin Center.
So I talked to my coach the other day about this, but I actually don't remember playing like the actual game at the Breslin, but I remember like everything like in the locker room and then like after the game, but most of the stuff like on the court I don't really remember.
It was incredible. I know the community really got behind the Orioles, and that was just a great, great memory last year of you and your teammates going to the Breslin Center. Talk a bit about spring sports and what you'll be doing for spring sports, and also what you did this past fall.
So this past fall I actually played volleyball, and this spring I was like debating on what I should do, but I think right now I'm going to do travel volleyball.
Okay, and your favorite teacher at Ludington High School and favorite class?
It'd definitely have to be Mrs. Stone in that class, because every single day, like, I get a good laugh out of that class.
Sounds like a fun class. Favorite food that Mom makes for you and your family?
I think I'd have to say either her cheese and potatoes or her mac and cheese.
All right. Favorite flavor of ice cream at Ludington House of Flavors?
The first thing that I had there was probably Moose Tracks, because my brother got it, and now I'm really hooked on to that.
And talk a bit about the Mesher family, because your big brother Brad, Ludington quarterback, played football. He was a pitcher in the baseball team, and also, of course, played basketball for the Orioles. Funny thing with Brad, his first points as a Ludington varsity player were at the Breslin Center on a three-pointer his sophomore year. First varsity start as a pitcher. He throws a no-hitter against Manistee. And he also, his sophomore year, I believe, threw a touchdown pass in the playoff game up at Sault Ste. Marie. And then, of course, we can't forget to talk a little bit about Sister Katie.
Yeah, so my brother actually won't live it down that he shot a 3 at the Breslin. And so anytime, like, we get into an argument, he'll bring that up, and he'll be like, well, did you score a 3 at the Breslin? And so we always fight about that. And then my sister, she, like, I admire her a lot because she's always been a hard worker, and she, like, never, like, gives up with anything that she does. And I know, like, right now she's recovering from, like, her ankle surgery, and she recovered pretty fast, I think, so she's doing good.
And, of course, Dad and Mom are very involved, too. Dad being the principal at Ludington High School, also the girls' JV basketball coach. So what was it like to play for him?
I think in times it was kind of difficult, but I always, like, overcame that. I mean, he's always been, like, a coach of mine, like, throughout, like, when I was younger, like, playing on the rec teams. But I really like playing for my dad. He knows a lot about basketball.
Okay. And speaking of Dad, Mom, and your siblings, your role models or someone you look up to?
I'd say probably anybody in my family, and then just, like, past players from the Ludington, like, everybody who played for Ludington. I mean, Coach always says it's a journey, and all those players have made it through that journey, and so I really admire everybody.
And anyone watching, Carly, that you'd like to say hello to on the Oriole Sports Network tonight or listening on 102.7 WMOM?
Definitely my grandma Sandy, and then I don't know if my grandparents, Grandpa Wilson and then Grandma Wilson will be at my game tonight, but those two if they won't be.
They'll love that. They're all huge Oriole fans, Grandma Sandy, and also Grandma Barbara and Grandpa Poorman. And congratulations, Carly, on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight. We wish you and your teammates all the best. Go get 'em O's.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Holly Gym. We want to thank McGee Insurance Group, your #1 Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Coach Shank, a great article in today's Ludington Daily News by Dave Bosick, the managing editor of the Daily News, talking about scoring is up. The title is Scoring is Up, but by how much? And we're seeing that from your team this year as well. You've been over 90 a couple of times. You've been over 80 a couple of times. And people who are just started following Oriole boys basketball, they're used to games where your team is scoring 50 points, winning 40 to 38, 57 to 42, low-scoring games.
Well, you play in all sports. I think you play with the personnel that you have, and you try to play the way that's best suited for your team, and you make adjustments. And, the team I have this year is just pretty deep. We shoot the ball pretty well. We're not very big other than our center in the middle, and it's the best way for us to play fast and furious and try to generate a lot of possessions. And, there's a couple other teams in the area who are doing the same thing, I think. So.
And I'm sure your team is really fired up and looking forward to tomorrow's game against the Whitehall Vikings. Key West Michigan Conference Lakes Division matchup tomorrow night at Whitehall.
Yep, I'm sure we are.
All right, back to action here at Holly Gym. And getting the basket for the Orioles, Keelan Laird to start things off here in the second half. Orioles didn't hesitate at all on that. There's a steal by Mesher. Mesher's shot is up, no good. Right there's McKinley, good. Emma McKinley with the basket. Quick 4-0 run here by the Orioles to begin play in the second half. There's another steal by McKinley. Emma McKinley, she loses it, and it ends up in the hands of Libby McCarthy. Ludington up by 20, 27-7 with 7:18 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, great start by the Orioles. Keelan was aggressive at the rim on the first possession, and it's allowed Ludington to set up their press and generate some turnovers.
Manistee with a shot up, no good right there. Taking that shot for the Chippewas was number 25, Allison Kelly, and here comes the Orioles. McKinley with the ball now. Decline, Laird, they'll swing it. Mesher, three-pointer, short. Rebound to the Chippewas. Kelly with the rebound for Manistee, 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Abby Robinson has it. Now over to McCarthy. They'll swing it now to Jane Edmondson. Back to McCarthy. She's guarded by McKinley. Lacey Zimmerman. Inside they go, and nice defense here by both Laird and Anderson. Outlet pass there to McKinley. Emma will slow things up and give it to Annie Klein. Klein now back to McKinley. To Klein, now to Mesher, to Laird. Her shot in the lane up, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas. And here comes Manistee with 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Orioles up 27-7. There's a good play by Keelan Laird. She'll outlet it now to Emma McKinley. McKinley in for the shot, no good. Boy, and she went down rather awkwardly. Emma gets back up.
I hate seeing that wall close to the baseline. You just saw those couple last plays. Carly went into it. Emma went into it. It's just, it is what it is, but it's just...
And how many players over the years, both Orioles and their opponents, have hit that wall, Coach? And it's even worse down here at the west end with the vent right down there.
Well, there's a vent on that other end, Scoop.
Well, yeah, you know what?
You gotta use your eyeballs a little bit.
Yeah, I really do. I guess... You're right. I guess it's just so camouflaged down at the other end. I've never really noticed it down
I
there.
thought you were very perceptive for a second, and there was something that I've been missing all these years. I had to take a second look.
You know what? I can't fool you. You started looking around. I said, uh-oh, what did I miss? I know I'm going to get whammied here. Ludington up 27-7. Hey, folks, if you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor, don't hesitate to get that pain relieved. See Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, right next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. I can tell you from experience that Dr. Mark Yeck, he'll relieve that pain for you, folks. That's my chiropractor, and I always feel a lot better after seeing him. All right, Manistee with the basketball, and now they lose it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Oriole basketball. 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 27-7. The Orioles led 23-7 at the intermission. Keelan Laird will trigger the ball into Annie Klein. Now back to Laird. Keelan on the dribble. She'll dribble right through three Chippewas right there. And now she'll kick it over to Eliana Jeruzel. Jeruzel shot up. Good! Nice little dribble drive there as Jeruzel, about a 13-footer, banks it off the glass. And Ludington now up 29-7. There's a steal. Jeruzel shot no good. Rebound Glanville. Jeruzel will get it right back, and now we're going to have a foul, I believe, called on the Chippewas. Yes, it will be called number 21, Abby Robinson.
The Orioles have done a nice job generating some offense from their defense this half. That's the second or third possession that we've got great looks off our pressure.
Inbound pass there to Laird. Can't get the little jumper right there to go, and here come the Chippewas. There's a steal by Jeruzel. Jeruzel now will give it up to Annie Klein. Now to Olivia Lynn, who's just checked into the game. Her shot blocked right there by Libby McCarthy. Three-point attempt up, no good by Glanville, and here come the Chippewas. Libby McCarthy will take a three, no good. Ball kept alive there by Olivia Lynn. Her pass stolen, not stolen, but deflected right there by Lacey Zimmerman. Out of bounds, it'll be Oriole basketball as Jenna Skiba checks back into the Oriole lineup. You got Skiba out there with Jeruzel. Also Glanville, Klein, and Lynn. Ludington on the attack. Glanville will give it up to Klein. Now to Skiba. And a traveling violation on the Orioles. We want to thank Crown and Cork. Our team at Crown and Cork would like to wish you and yours a happy holiday season. We are closed for the year, opening to serve you again in April. We appreciate the support you have shown us these past 2 years and look forward to having you dine with us again soon. Good luck, O's. We're going to have an officials timeout right now. 3:51 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 29-7. Ludington Paint and Glass has been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. Foul called on the Orioles, Annie Klein. Got Ludington boys and girls soccer coach Chris Anderson as a public address announcer tonight. Free throw is up and in there. 29-8, Ludington with the lead. Second attempt up and also good by Allison Kelly. She's got 4 points in the game, all via the charity stripe. Skiba with it, back to Klein. Klein now to Jeruzel. Eliana Jeruzel, she'll give it up to Olivia Lynn. Her pass thrown out of bounds right there. And we have a timeout on the floor. Ludington up 29-9, 3:31 to go in the third quarter. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts.
LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Ludington 29, Manistee 9, 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Manistee with the basketball. Here's a long three-pointer launch there by Libby McCarthy. No good. Rebound, however, to Brooke Jankwitz. Another shot put up there by McCarthy. No good. Olivia Lynn has it for the Orioles, but her pass sails out of bounds right there. She was trying to get that ball to Skiba, but Skiba was heading up court there, Coach, and it goes into the stands.
Did a nice job attacking the glass, I thought, right there with Olivia, but you got to find the point guard. You're not looking to outlet it to Jenna Skiba.
Keelan Laird will be called for the foul there for the Orioles. I believe that'll be her third foul. Yes, that's Keelan's third foul. Fourth team foul on the Orioles. And the Chippewas have been called for one here in the second half. With the ball for Manistee, Lacey Zimmerman. Allison Kelly with it now. Kelly will give it up. Edmondson, her shot good. A three-pointer there from Jane Edmondson. Ludington 29, Manistee 12. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mesher will get the ball ahead to Skiba. Skiba in a hurry now. She'll dish it back to Mesher. Cross-court passer to Jeruzel. And Jeruzel going to the basket right there. She got Coach. She was making herself some room right there with that left arm, but she draws the foul. Emma McKinley back into the game, and she'll replace Eliana Jeruzel. McKinley will get it in to Mesher. Now to Laird, and they tried getting that ball down low there to Skiba, and Skiba's fouled. Foul called on the Chippewas, Allison Kelly. 2:48 to go, third quarter. Ludington 29, Manistee 12. Thursday night basketball here from Venerable Hawley Gymnasium. There's Laird. Her shot too much right there. Gets the putback, no good. And now Manistee has it. It's saved there by Libby McCarthy. Now Mesher on the steal for Ludington. Cross-court pass there to McKinley. Now to Hannah Glanville, who's in the game. Glanville wears 30. McKinley now to Mesher, now to Laird. Laird will be called for the travel. Hey folks, we want to give some love to another of our fabulous sponsors, Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. However, if you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, if you suffer major collision damage, give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Ludington with the ball. Laird will give it to Glanville. Glanville now to Jordan Anderson, who's checked into the game. Anderson to Laird. Her turnaround up, no good. Ball fought for Emma McKinley, and they're fighting for it with Anderson. And Anderson goes down. Bodies flying all over the place. It looks like Saturday night at 1970s at the L.C. Walker Arena. Muskegon Mohawks taking on the Port Huron Flags. All right, 1:51 to go in this third quarter. The Orioles up 29-12. Here's a three-pointer on the way. No good there by Libby McCarthy. Ludington has it. Laird with it. She'll give it now to Mesher. Mesher to Klein. Annie Klein will dish it to Carly Mesher. And pass sails into the Oriole bench right there. Mesher was trying to get Emma McKinley with the ball. Folks, another of our fantastic sponsors is Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville, family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. Carly Mesher on the steal. Mesher, her pass a little bit too much there for Emma McKinley. Checking back into the Oriole lineup, Eliana Jeruzel. Urca Auto Center is Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. 1:05 to go in the third quarter. There's a block there by Laird. Klein with the go-ahead pass. McKinley. Emma McKinley shot up, no good, but she's fouled and she'll shoot 2.
Both teams have hit a little cold streak right here, Scoop. A little cold streak.
Shooting percentage is a little frosty, Coach.
Yeah.
Emma McKinley at the free throw line for Ludington, shooting 2. First shot, no good. Orioles up 29-12. It was 23-7 at the half. Ludington led 12-3 at the end of 1.
Coach Joe has to like what he's seen, though, as far as the girls' aggressiveness, especially on the offensive glass. They've been generating some extra opportunities each possession, and just a little bit of a cold streak right here.
McKinley gets 1 of 2 free throws. Ludington up 30-12.
Really, both teams have moved the ball fairly well tonight. You know, both teams aren't necessarily blessed with super creators on the offensive end, and you know they have to generate offense with ball movement, and Ludington especially get the ball down low to Keelan and Jordan. Great high-low action right there.
Keelan just overlaid it right there. Now Emma McKinley hits the hard court again. She got a little assistance right there from the Oriole mascot helping her up. Ludington up 30-12.
That's one short bird over there.
I was just thinking the same myself, Coach. Manistee basketball with 16 seconds to go. Maybe it's one that didn't fly south in enough time.
Don't get yourself in trouble here, Scoop.
Manistee on the attack. Nice move right there and getting the basket. Brooke Jankwitz for Manistee. Ludington up 30-14. 6 seconds to go in this third quarter. Anderson with it. McKinley, she's going to launch a 3. It's up and it's no good, and there's the buzzer. At the end of 3 from Holly Jim, your score, the Ludington Orioles 30, the Manistee Chippewas 14. Back in 60 seconds here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye. And you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger, made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Julia Havman, and Kate Shank. The Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. Ludington up 30-14. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas. Actually, both teams scored 7 points in that third quarter. As you said, Coach, both teams went through cold spells. And as a coach, I mean, you know those cold spells happen. And you just have to live with them, don't you?
Well, I mean, you hope your girls or your boys do the little things, you know, and do the things that, you know, refuse to lose, like limited second shots by the other team or taking care of the ball and not giving it to the other team and getting them excited and things like that. So yeah, you're going to miss shots sometimes.
Chippewas on the attack. The shot is no good there by Libby McCarthy, but she's fouled. 7:45 to go in the game. Ludington up 30-14. Orioles led at the end of 1, 12-3. They were up 23-7 at the half. First shot, no good.
I heard the McCarthy girl was probably the go-to girl for the Chippewa girls this year. She hasn't been able to really get things started today. Some of that's credit to the Oriole defense, and Second half, she's got a lot of looks, though. She hasn't been able just to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, the Oriole defense has done a really nice job on her, limiting her to just 3 points in this ball game thus far. Ludington up by 15, 30-15. Klein with it now for the Orioles. They'll swing it over to McKinley. Emma now will give it to Annie Klein, and her shot no good. Rebound to Laird, up and in. Keelan Laird with the basket. She has 9 points in the ball game. Ludington up 32-15. Nick Patterson will be with me tomorrow doing color commentary at Whitehall. He'll be on there at 5:30, live streaming the boys JV game on the Oriole Sports Network, and then the Varsity will be live streamed on the OSN and will be broadcast on 102.7 as well. That should be right around 7 o'clock tomorrow from Whitehall. Ludington Orioles and the Whitehall Vikings. Should be a very, very competitive West Michigan Conference ball game. Big thank you to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Nice inbound pass there. Shot up, no good by Bialik. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Ludington Oriole basketball. Also, we want to thank Pure Marquette Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. 6:35 to go in the game. Ludington up 32-15.
You notice some girls out now just don't have confidence in their perimeter shot right now, and you know, Manistee's doing a nice job of packing that defense in a little bit and asking those girls to shoot. And, you know, when you've missed 2 or 3 of them, that's the last thing sometimes you want to do. And, you know, Manistee's been effective on defense the last 4 or 5 minutes because they've done that.
Ludington student section really getting into it with the Manistee student section right now. Saw the roller coaster during the intermission, led by your guy, Levi Lehman.
Yeah, the Chippewa student section is a little outnumbered tonight.
Yeah.
It's not from a lack of passion and enthusiasm from those 20 kids up there, but
one of 2 free throws there for Manistee's number 25, Allison Kelly. She's got 5 points in the game, all via the free throw line. Jordan Anderson has checked into the Oriole lineup, and there's a steal by Manistee. And getting the steal was Kelly. There's a shot on the way. Good by Libby McCarthy. Ludington 32, Manistee 18. Timeout with 6:14 to go. We'll step aside. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Ludington on top of Manistee, 32-18, 6:10 to go in the game. Ludington with the basketball, Annie Klein, and she'll give it up now to Hannah Glanville. Glanville back to Klein. Now back to Glanville. They'll get it to Olivia Lynn. Lynn, nice pass there to Anderson. Couldn't finish there, though. The ball...
Great offense.
Yep.
Great offense.
It was good execution right there. Just couldn't finish on the shot, but boy, they worked that really nice, as you said, Coach.
Got the ball where, Scoop? Where'd they get the ball there?
They got down to the low post right there.
Short corner, and then they dropped it into the low post.
That's right, the short corner. I got to remember that. Short corner or short shoot, would that also be allowed, or just short corner?
Short corner.
Short corner, okay.
Short shoot doesn't work.
Okay, short shoot. I'm talking more NASCAR racing there, I believe. All right, Ludington up 32-18. Manistee on the attack. Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain with Manistee. Well, I'm learning about the short corner and the buzz, the defensive scheme tonight. And
we'll quiz you after, see
okay.
if you're really retaining any information here or not.
You know what I used to get a kick out? You probably didn't like it that much, Coach, but your 2017 team there, when they were really, really zoned in, and led by Sam LeDuc right there, and his doing it, also Josiah Banster. I remember those were the two main guys slapping the floor.
Well, they were on the top of the defense, so they were kind of triggering it.
Yeah.
Those two.
That was pretty impressive. I mean, you really got to be flexible to do that. All right, 5:11 to go in this game. Ludington up 32-18. We want to thank McGee Insurance Group, your #1 Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Keelan Laird with the basket there. Ludington, a nice job getting her the ball. She gets the basket. Ludington up 34-18.
Yeah, she's kind of the difference maker tonight a little bit. I don't know if there's any other girl in the gym who's got more than 5 points. Keelan has had a nice game tonight.
11 points for Laird. On the court right now for the Orioles, you have McKinley, Skiba, Laird, Jeruzel, and Mesher. There's a shot by Bialik, no good. Rebound to Skiba. She'll outlet it to McKinley. McKinley now back to Skiba. She'll give it to McKinley. Now to Jeruzel. Jeruzel just inside the free throw line. Her shot no good. Here comes the Chippewas. What are you going to say, Coach?
Not a very good decision right there. Ludington's got good shots the majority of the night. That was a forced attempt right there.
There's a deflection, and it ends up in the hands of Keelan Laird. She'll give it to her teammate, Carly Mesher, our Indian summer player in the spotlight. Mesher now will swing it over to Jeruzel, back to Mesher, now to McKinley. Here's a three-point attempt. Jeruzel, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, Libby McCarthy. 3:45 to go in the game. Orioles up 34-18. There's a cross-court pass. Three-pointer on the way. No good there by Lacey Zimmerman. Manistee still with it. Bialik. Bialik, her shot up and good. Nice move in the lane there, Mariah Bialik.
Interesting, 3.5 minutes. Manistee's not totally out of this game, but they're not a very good full-court defensive team. I thought they'd extend their defense a little more, but...
Now here's the steal, Coach, by Manistee. Chippewas have a chance here to cut the lead down to 10.
It's 12, I think, Scoop, if I'm reading.
Oh, I'm sorry,
right.
yes. Again, folks, I have admitted through the years math is not my forte. Right now, it's a 14.
That's not math, is it, Scoop? You're just looking up at a board and reading the numbers.
Well,
I don't think...
Coach, I'm usually pretty good if it's by sevens, football scores. First free throw is up and in by Bialik. And, Coach, speaking of football scores, Bialik gets both free throws. We want to thank PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Also, a shout out to Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, go on out and see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 843-1874. Coach, I know you heard a lot about the incident on Monday Night Football with the Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin. Great news we're receiving. that he was conscious yesterday, and on a piece of paper he wrote down who won the game. That was the first thing he wrote down. The doctors and the nurses said, "You won the game. You won the game of life." And boy, that was a scary situation Monday night in Cincinnati. 3:12 to go in the game. Ludington up 34-22. We want to thank Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. Orioles with the basketball. Laird has it now to McKinley. Back to Klein. Now to Laird at the free throw line. Laird will give it up. Klein, a three-pointer, good. Right there, sister, Annie Klein. A long three-pointer, and Ludington up 37-22. 2:42 to go. There's a pretty-looking shot there by the Chippewas' Libby McCarthy. Ludington up 37-24. 2:31 to go in the game. Klein with it. Mesher. Jeruzal. She'll go down the base. Nice move as the scoring is picked up here. Jenna Skiba with the basket. She's got 5 in the game. The Orioles up 39-24, 2:16 to go in the game. Things getting a little chippy down there between the Chippewas' Lacey Zimmerman and the Orioles' Emma McKinley. Lundquist Furniture is West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Also, House of Flavors, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious and yummy ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports. That's the House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. 1:50 to go in the game. Orioles up 39-24. There's a shot up by Bialik, no good. Jordan Anderson has it for Ludington, and she'll give it up now to Annie Klein. Again, we'll be back with you folks tomorrow from Whitehall. Boys JV and boys varsity basketball action. Key West Michigan Conference Lakes Division basketball game. Here's a shot up, no good there, and a steal by Lacey Zimmerman. Mesher has it now for the Orioles. And she's trying to get that ball there to McKinley. McKinley, she's been down a number of times tonight. Usually it's Carly Mesher who leads the team in hitting the basketball court. Emma McKinley, she's going to probably be a bit sore tomorrow.
Yeah, it looked like that one hurt.
Yeah.
The Alec girl came right down on her head.
And Emma is about as, like her brother Evan. They're tough. They're tough kids. Ludington up 39-24. Anderson with it. She'll give it now to Laird. Now to Klein, and we have a timeout on the floor. 1:08 left in the game. Ludington up 39-24. And I believe it's going to be a 30. We'll step aside. Again, the Orioles up 39-24. Stay tuned, those fans.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. 1 minute to go in the game. Jordan Anderson was fouled, and she will go to the free throw line and shoot two. Ludington up 39-24. First free throw, no good. Second attempt, no good. Rebound to Manistee's number 25, Allison Kelly. She'll give the ball up now to Mariah Bialik. And there's a steal by Annie Klein. Klein has the ball batted away there. Stolen. She's got her pocket picked by Lacey Zimmerman. And here come the Chippewas. Libby McCarthy with it. 39 seconds to go in the game. Ludington up 39-24. Lacey Zimmerman to Bialik. Her shot, no good. Rebound there to Laird. Ahead to McKinley. 25 seconds to go in the game. Now to Klein. Annie Klein. The clock down to 16 seconds left. Emma McKinley with it. McKinley now down to 11. We'd like to thank Benedict's Auto Center and other refined sponsors, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. They're located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. There's the horn and your final score here in a West Michigan Conference Lakes Division matchup. The Ludington Orioles 39, the Manistee Chippewas 24. Back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, O's fans, for the Smith & Eddy postgame show.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. The Ludington Orioles defeat the Manistee Chippewas 39-24. Ludington was outscored in that fourth quarter, 10-9 by Manistee. After both teams were even in the third quarter, 7 apiece. Ludington outscores the Chippewas 12-3 in the opening quarter and 11-4 in that second quarter. Coach, you look at the second half there, Manistee, they played the Orioles pretty even in the second half, but Ludington had that big halftime lead.
Yeah, I think Coach Joe's probably pretty pleased with his girls tonight. I thought they shared the ball real well. They got a lot of good looks at the basket, and, they did some of those little things, they're going to struggle to score. That's just the nature of the beast, I think, with this basketball team. They're not a great perimeter shooting team, but positives with Annie Klein knocking down multiple perimeter shots tonight. I think that's a good sign. And, just the fact that they understand that they're going to have to make the extra pass to, get an even better look than sometimes You might get off 2 or 3 or 4 passes. They're very unselfish. They were sharing the ball very well, and defensively they're always prepared to go and play. They really fight and claw. So good overall effort tonight.
A couple other positives I've learned about the Buzz defense and the short corner. And Ludington gets a big 39-24 victory. We'd like to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County.
The question is, what happens, Scoop, when the ball goes to the short corner against the Buzz defense?
Then you hope for your best player to come around and swish one.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do a little more studying there, Coach. Okay, we want to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. And, of course, Smith & Eddy. We'll get to Smith & Eddy here in just a second, but we want to thank McGee Insurance Group, your #1 Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. And Smith & Eddy, our exclusive postgame sponsor, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. I think if it goes to the short corner and the Buzz defense is on, you get Sam LeDuc to come out there, Coach. And
Sam's on the top of the Buzz. He's not down there on the bottom. Coach Stowe, you're going to have to ask Coach Stowe what he's talking about, man. This is a long post-game chat he's having tonight.
Yeah.
I wonder
I will.
what words of wisdom he's giving the girls. You could have to ask him that.
No doubt about that. Scoring for Manistee tonight, 5 for Jane Edmondson, 7 for Libby McCarthy, 4 for Mariah Bialik, 1 for Abby Robinson, 5 for Allison Kelly, 2 for Brooke Jankwitz. For the Orioles tonight, 5 for Annie Klein, 5 for Jenna Skiba, 4 for Eliana Jeruzal, 5 for Emma McKinley, 4 for Olivia Lynn, 2 for Jordan Anderson, and 11 tonight for Keelan Laird. And joining me right now, Coach Warren Stowe. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
He's got the headset on right now, and your team wins 39-24 tonight over arch rival Manistee. Always great to beat the Chippewas.
It's always a good day to beat Manistee, that's for sure. And a great game. We talked in the pregame, a really improved Manistee team, and I'm pleased with our effort and coming away with a win.
Basically a tale of two halves there. I was just talking to Coach Shank about that. Your girls led 23-7 at the half. Manistee pretty much played your girls straight up in that second half.
Yeah, when you turn the ball over as much as we turn it over, and when you kind of settle on the offensive end and are all just out of sorts for long stretches, that's exactly what happens. And we had that conversation in the locker room, and I feel at times maybe I'm overcoaching a little bit and pressing, just in the sense that, I know what I see in practice and I know what those girls are capable, and just trying to hold them accountable. But we've got to shorten those lapses from 6-8 minutes where we turn the ball over 6 times and we take 6 bad shots to, possessions, because against the best teams on our schedule, we can't play that way. But that being said, I thought we did a great job of running in transition. The offensive possessions that were, in rhythm, we got any shot that we wanted all night long. So it was really great to see.
I was going to ask you, Coach Shank and I were talking about that too. What were you talking with your girls about after the game? What did you like best? What were you telling them? And were you getting on them a little bit about some things as well?
Well, yeah, I told them what I just told you. I mean, Tuesday night and tonight, I feel like that's 2 games where there's a lot of really good things, and there's no question who's in control of that game. But in the same token, against the best teams in our schedule, we cannot play the way we do at times. We just cannot do it, and we've got to find 5 girls that can get in there and take care of the ball and make good decisions.
You look tonight, you're scoring pretty well balanced, led by Keelan Laird with 11, and you had 3 of your players with 5, Annie Klein, Jenna Skiba, and Emma McKinley, then 4 each from Jeruzal and Lynn. I thought that Jenna Skiba was all over the place tonight. When she was in there, she was really giving you some good minutes.
Yeah, she's a spring. She's a quick twitch. She's flying around and moving, and she had a great move down on the baseline at the end of the game there. We practiced that a lot, so that's really great to see. And Jordan gave us really good minutes, and a lot of people gave us good minutes. It's,
I think Emma McKinley will be a little sore tomorrow. She was down on the court a number of times tonight. Usually Carly leads the team in hitting the basketball court, but Emma was right with her there today.
Yeah, there was a lot of people flying around and hitting the deck.
Well, Coach, your team now 7-3. Is that correct
I think
overall?
I think so, yeah.
And still perfect.
5-0.
5-0 in the West Michigan Conference, and your next game is coming up.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I think Orchard View.
And that, I'll have to check the schedule. That will be here, okay.
We got 2 more home, and then we go on the road for a little bit.
All right, well, congratulations on this one, beating Manistee.
Thank you.
And we shared the news tonight, the news you told me earlier about Riley Stone with Oriole Nation. And,
so we're just...
that's tough news,
Just feel bad for the kid. It's nothing about basketball. She's just a really great kid, and I've told a lot of people having her injured and next to me and Coach Mesh on the bench during that time she was injured, you just get like all the really great things about Riley. She's empathetic, she's caring, she's a leader, she's an extension of us on the court, and I hate that we're getting that for more because she was just coming back, but she's just a great kid, and your heart goes out just like all the other kids who have been hurt. But just to have it happen, boom, boom, my heart's just broken. I feel bad for
I think a lot of people, a lot of Oriole fans' hearts are broken for Riley Stone, and that's just a really tough break. But congratulations tonight, Coach, on this win. Yeah. Your team strengthening its hold on first place in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, and we look forward to talking to you next week.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Go O's.
You're very welcome. Coach Warren Stowe, his girls winning tonight by the score of 39-24 over the Manistee Chippewas. We'll have scores up, area scores of interest, individual stats. All that will be up on the Oriole Sports Network page later this evening. Coach, your final thoughts on this game, and as your thoughts turn towards tomorrow in your boys' game at Whitehall.
Well, just excited for the Oriole girls. I mean, I know there's not a program in West Michigan that works harder than these girls, and Coach Stowe has them all well prepared, and just excited that they could get a win against Manistee tonight and keep things rolling in their pursuit for a conference title. They played a lot of tough teams earlier in the year, and, their record may not be exactly where they want it to be, but I think you're going to see a team that, wins 17, 18 games this year and is probably well prepared for the district tourney. So,
well, it's always enjoyable doing a game with you, Coach. Thanks for sitting in and doing color commentary with me tonight. Again, we want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, carrying business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow from Whitehall, and that'll be a boys JV, boys varsity game. 5:30 will be coming at you. With the JV game, the OSN will be live streaming that, and then right around 7 we should have the tip-off for the boys varsity game. That will be the OSN in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM Radio. And with that said, for our executive director, my color commentary man tonight, Thad Shank, also for our technical engineer tonight for both the OSN and 102.7 WMOM, Julia Havman, and for our OSN camera woman tonight, Kate Shank. This is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Hawley Gymnasium. Once again, your final score, the Ludington Orioles 39, the Manistee Chippewas 24. Good night, Oriole fans.
This has been a presentation of high school sports, courtesy of the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture. Also in part by McGee Insurance, Lundquist Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Benedict's Auto Center, Ludington Chiropractic, and Urca Auto Center. Thanks for joining us for Ludington High School Sports on the Court with Todd Scoop Hansen and our entire broadcast team with the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Join us again for more exciting basketball action and stay up to date with more of the sports on the Oriole Sports Network after the game.